Welcome along to the first episode of Darkness over Kelaan. This is going to be a new campaign, and we begin by introducing our players. Today I have playing with me Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh. I will be playing Nico, a storm chaser who is a Kalishtar barbarian.
I have Oscar.
Hey, I'm Oscar. I will be playing Kelaan. He is a high elf wizard, and yeah, be excited.
I have Michaela.
Hi, I'm Michaela. I'm playing Sonia Blackforce, the Dwarven Cleric.
I have Jay.
Hey, I'm Jay, and I'm playing Corn Swift Dancer, the Halfling Artificer.
I have Hannah.
Hi, I'm Hannah and I'm playing May. And she's a swift stride shifter, and her occupation is bard.
Occupation, I like it. Yeah, she doesn't get paid very well, but it's her occupation.
Oh,
and I have Tom.
I have a job.
no, none of you do. And I have Tom.
Shit, I also have a job.
I have a job. I am Henry. I'm Tom. I'm playing a Kalashtar, Druid of the Spurs. Or not yet. No, just a Druid by now, I guess. Oops.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Coming soon to a druid near you. Mushroom spores.
I'm
Changing your-
playing a Druid who knows what kind of Druid he's gonna be. It's a mystery. It's gonna be a big reveal, you guys.
So, without further ado, let us begin in our town of Galvinia. In Galvinia, you've all grown up, or at least lived for the last few years. And I believe that we will begin with Sonia Blackforge, who has just discovered that... who has just discovered that the forge that she has been apprenticing at may be closing down. And Sonia, I believe your plan was to see whether you can sign up for the Adventurers Guild, is that correct?
Yeah, I need a way to make money fast, and well, I've been working for this for a very long time, so letting the forge fall is something I will not let happen. I want to gather my friends and hopefully get some adventuring done.
Yeah. As you get ready early that morning, you notice that the shrine to Moradin in your room sort of catches your eye on your way out. You sort of take a moment to say your regular morning, as you do feel a slight apply today. Tells you to go on and forge your own destiny. With that, we will continue on towards the Adventurers Guild a bit later in the day, as Sonia has gathered you all together. You've all headed to the Adventurers Guild. However, most of this day is going to be spent queuing, as there are plenty of groups that will be going in before you. You are greeted as you come in by a sullen, tall, broad-shouldered man. He's got long brown hair tied back in a warrior's tail, and he looks over you all, and you all together.
Yes.
Yes.
And Donald, speak at once, come on. And what's the name of your troop? You don't have one yet, that's fine. Well, Adventurer Group 11. It's fine. Please take a seat over there on these chairs and wait to be called. Erlan will call you in when he's ready. My name's Dakath. I keep track of who's who around here. We will only be accepting one Adventurers Group today unless there's something very special, so... Anyway, take a seat. I'll be with you when we're ready.
As we walk over there, I'm just going to whisper to everyone, we needed a name? What?
We already have a name. We are adventuring group number 11. I like it.
It does have a ring to it.
Oh,
Um,
fancy.
Are there a lot of other groups in here with us?
So what you can see as you go over to this little area to sit is that there's a couple of groups in this area. One is a troop of 3. One seems to be a solo adventurer of some sort. The solo adventurer is a half-elf. He has quite a fine rapier at his hip. And he looks quite well-to-do and quite posh. The group of 3, however, look like the most ragtag band you've ever seen. Suddenly you feel less worried about yourselves coming here. These 3 look like they've sort of wandered in out of the beggar's aisle. Excuse me. And they're sort of wearing ragged t-shirts and trousers, you know, nothing, not even a proper cloak, let alone any armor or weapons or anything. One of them has a stick at his hip that it looks like he might have picked up in the forest this morning. They're not ready for anything, but you can assume that they're Adventurer Group 10. And there is a group already in with Erlan. Although it's, let's say right now it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Some groups got here at, 6 a.m. So that's why we are 11 groups in. And yeah, you're able to see these couple of groups with you. Leave you to it for a moment.
Is there like typical waiting room years old magazines on the table?
If only. No, what you see instead are postings of jobs. So high up on the wall, you see monthly bounties. And it says for a full bounty, you gain 15 gold pieces. And you can sign on to the Adventurers Guild. A full bounty is 20 goblin ears, 10 orc ears, 5 bugbear ears, 2 minotaur horns, or a giant's ear, wyvern's eye, or manticore tail. Go on.
Is there something less violent, like a chicken leg bounty?
No. Go on, Nika.
Okay.
You were about to say something?
After reading it, I'm going to tell everyone, why are they collecting body parts? That doesn't...
So you'd know about this. This is an ear is just proof that you have killed the monsters that plague the land.
You just listed a whole bunch. We're meant to carry around ears in our hands.
Well, they suggest a bag.
Separate bag for the
Maybe
ears.
they want to make soup rockin'.
Up in the top left, you see these landmark quests, and it's items that you can. Legendary items that you can find and bring back to the guild. It does say under landmark quests, the guild only asks that you bring these items to show us of their retrieval. If you do wish to sell them to the guild or return them to their original owner, you will need to. You can, but you will be paid just for bringing them back. The 3 items listed are the Sword of Daradelia, the Circlet of Amun Khan, and Jorvensus's dagger. They also mentioned a couple of other sort of smaller quests that have been recently asked. There is some trouble with a group of satyrs, or a group of satyrs are having some trouble in their small, they call it a community village. We can work out what that constitutes, but they're in the north a little bit, on the edge of the forest. And rumors say that there is a witch in the Glovendale. But those are just rumors. So, as you are looking at all these quests, you see a group come out with their heads held quite high. They look quite happy with the result. They've just come out from Erlan. And as they walk past, one particular, a silver-haired Kalashtar, looks over and sneers at you all. You the dregs?
No,
Goodness.
we are adventuring group number 11.
Catchy. Well.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you. What is your group?
My name is Shiloh, and this here is the Branded Brotherhood. We have just been accepted by Alan as the adventurous group of the day. He did mention that if another group turned up that was particularly special, he might accept them too, but... Well.
Well, what?
Does
I
this
don't
group
know.
look like...
Okay, so what you see is you see a silver-haired bard. She's got she's a Kalashtar. She's got a viol strung over one shoulder. She's got a sword at either hip. They're like rapiers, but they've got those sort of ring guards. They look like pirate swords, basically. She's got, polished knee-high boots and a traveler's cloak. Standing next to her is what is a race you've never seen before. He stands about 3 foot tall. He has a small bow hooked over his shoulder and a dagger at his side. You may give me a nature check, but to you all, he looks a bit like a mouse. Who's our nature specialist? Probably Tom. I will get used to calling you by character names. Dane. Dane, what was your nature check,
17.
please? 17. Yeah.
17.
That's definitely a cross between a mouse and a humanoid. It's unusual. That's what I've got for you. You see also a pale blue woman. She has a completely shaved head. And she wears really fine robes. And she has a staff in her hand and a couple of wands at her hip. There is a fairy there. She looks like the rest of you. She's got a little dress on and nothing else. She's barefoot. But she's part of their group, so work that one out. And lastly, coming out very proudly is a centaur. He has a large lance sort of at his hip and a shorter sword. Proud eyes. He looks over at you all. Greetings, adventurers. I wish you best of luck with your quest.
Wow, thank you. More polite than your friend.
Yeah. I'm personally going to be just so enthralled with them and who they are, and just kind of be watching them to even not hear what he's saying.
That's fair enough. Shada looks over you all and... Yeah, well... I don't see the point of being polite. We're going to be rivals if you ever achieve anything worth mentioning.
Yeah, I already want to fight her.
Yeah, good luck to you. And she gives you a little smile and a wink and begins to lead her group away. Sorry, Nico, you were saying?
I was just going to say to her, why do we have to be rivals?
All adventurous groups are. First to the bounty, first to the quest, you know. Nothing like a bit of friendly competition to encourage each other to do well.
You don't seem very friendly.
No, so where's the politeness and the friendly competition?
What's the point in polite? Say it how you mean it. That's what I've always thought. Alvar sort of... the centaur puts his hand on her shoulder and just... Hey, you know, be nice. It's their first day. Sort of shrugs and walks out. The little mousefolk dude comes up to you and, you know, she might be rude, but she might also be right. You don't look like much. They all head out. You hear the gentleman in the room shout, "Adventure group number 10!" And the three ragtag beggars with their stick walk into the room. About 14 seconds later, they walk back out. And he calls out, "Samayev!" And this half-elf stands and walks quite proudly over to the room. And there's a couple of minutes where Dakat looks over you, he sort of looks down, especially at maybe what you're wearing, and just sort of goes, "You know, you can purchase adventurer's supplies, the adventurer's backpack if you need. He just sort of makes this motion as if to go, did you forget to wear your armor? You know? But
if we had money for that, we wouldn't be here.
That's how all good adventurers groups begin. You know, there is an easier way to this. You don't have to come and sign up in the morning. I'm sure Alan will tell you this. But your best bet's to come back having done something noteworthy. You know? You either complete a landmark quest or a full bounty, you know, or resident bards sing of your deeds, or perhaps slay a legendary monster. And when you come in with those deeds behind you, well, that's when the path to success as an adventurer is easy. That's what we did once upon a time. And he gestures towards the badge at his shoulder, and you see that this is a silver helm cracked in two. Your character names is really not there yet, sorry. Kelaan and Sonia, can I have a history check, please?
Sure.
17.
17's what we're looking for. 17's fine. You recognize this to be the group of the Shattered Helm, the Order of the Shattered Helm. And yeah, you've heard a lot about the Order of the Shattered Helm. They slayed a green dragon that was causing trouble over Kelaan once. But famously, they started their whole career by slaying 6 giants who were causing trouble upon the road. The Order of the Shattered Helm have been a successful adventuring troop for a couple of decades. You know, really, you would have heard their ballads from different bards and such. And at this moment, the proud half-elf walks past you. Good luck. He's not looking so proud anymore.
So we don't need to be already accepted as adventurers to take on the jobs that are posted.
No, those are groups. Those are just posts for anybody to. But anyway, Alan calls out adventure group number 11. And yeah, he's ready for you all to head in.
Alright.
Well, guys, it's now or never.
Yeah, well, stand up.
Let's do this.
Head in.
As you head down the corridor, you take a right into this room. And you can see it is made to intimidate. Mounted on the back wall is the head of an ancient green dragon. This head itself is approximately 18 foot in height. You know, it's the whole wall. And there are sort of old swords and shields hung on the walls either side. A couple more sort of mounted heads. One appears to be a hydra of some sort. The other a griffin. And this gentleman looks at you. He's wearing full plate mail armor. He has, you know, great sword on his back, and he has grey hair that is cut neatly to the side of his face and a sort of rugged beard. Well, welcome in. Now, tell me your assets. Why should I list you down as one of our adventure groups?
Prior to this meeting, I had written down on a piece of parchment all of our defining qualities.
And you? Great.
Yes.
What was on the list?
Yes.
So, A is for amazing attitudes that we all have.
No.
B
Do
is
not.
for the delicious money we can bring to the guild. V is for how very, very nice of people we are. E.
Oh, I see where we're going with this. Okay. Keep going.
E is for how extremely talented our wizard is. N is for how notorious we will become.
Ooh, yeah.
T is for how truly magical our bard skills are. U is for how, you know what? We're just great. R is for how ridiculously big my greatsword is. E
Yeah.
is for how electrifying our home cooked meals are. R are for how redonkulous our damages in fights. G
Okay.
is for well, you get the point, you know, I don't need to keep going.
G is for good. Yes.
Just
How
good.
very good we are.
Anyway, he sort of looks at
Also,
you, reads down this list, and I see, but well, have you any deeds that you have performed as a group? Any noble accomplishments? Do you perhaps have any proof of your strength of arm?
I flex.
We did rescue Dane, did we not? When he first came to town.
Yeah.
Call that heroic, but yeah, we did.
I
Yeah.
call that
Yeah.
heroic.
Yes.
We
It's not
kind of
an act
ran.
of heroism.
We kind of like grabbed him and ran though.
But it's,
Yeah,
I mean,
more or
it's
less.
not-
Yeah,
He doesn't need to know
it's
those
heroism.
details.
That's very safe. They are great
I'm
at that.
very safe.
So
I'll
you
just
rescued
look
a
at it.
Kalash star from.
I'll,
People.
From a dangerous group.
From people.
I'm just gonna like summon
not
some
going to
flame in
elaborate.
my hand.
Some flame with your hand, okay, right? He sort of looks at you like, right.
And then I'm gonna ask him if I can throw it at anything for example reasons.
I do not need to see your pitiful magics. I was more hoping
Ooh,
perhaps
I
a
can make
bard had
flowers.
spoken of your deeds, or, you
I
know,
can
you
speak
had.
of our deeds.
I'm gonna vanquish the flame, and then I'm gonna look at our bard.
You are not a resident bard, I don't believe. Unless I've missed something. What was your name?
My traditionally.
You've given yourself a challenge with that one.
I am.
He looks at you and, no, our resident bards here in Galvinia are Dorvain, the half-elf, Sestia, the satyr, Christo, the halfling, and Galarim, the human. Those are our only resident bards. If you wish to hear of one of our resident bards speak, Galarim will be performing tonight in the Belching Bear, local adventurers' tavern. Perhaps you might go along and listen and understand what it is to be a troop of noteworthy deed. But, frankly, until you can show me that you have achieved something noteworthy or worth mentioning, I'm afraid I will have to decline, as I have already selected our adventurers group for today. Also, I suggest you come back with a name, but before I dismiss you, please tell me, why is it you want to become adventurers?
I'm on a noble quest.
We seek the frail and the adventure.
My friends want to.
He looks at you, Sonia, a noble quest.
Yes. People don't appreciate dwarven crafts like they should. I need to save my forge.
He walks over to the wall, sort of pondering, and he lifts down a great axe. This great axe is approximately only 4 foot in height. Immediately, Sonia, you will recognize this as a work of dwarven craftsmanship. He turns it over in his hands, and dwarven craftsmanship is well worth celebrating. Unfortunately, humanity is the prime resource these days. Perhaps you could go to the mountains of Gorham High. Perhaps offer your services there, Wolf, but for now, I'm afraid there's not reason enough. I did hear of some work that perhaps might get you started, though, if you need some money to get yourselves some gear and such. A friend of mine is over at the, excuse me, wrong page. A friend of mine who works over at the Seekers Guild needs some protection for some of his excavationists. Perhaps you might go with them. The pay is excellent. And I understand that there is a circus troupe from the Jonglers Guild who will be traveling on to the next town soon. They were also looking for guards for their merchant caravan. The Merchants Guild, of course, will always have work for you. And I do believe that the Blacksmiths Guild were looking for some people to help them collect some materials. Perhaps that might help you, but unfortunately, adventurers today you will not become. Best of luck. And he sort of gestures towards the door for you.
Guys, I wanna meet the circus.
Dane, breathe. Breathe, Dane. Grab him.
I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Oh,
Listen.
I was getting dizzy.
Breathe. We're not going to the circus.
We could go to this.
No.
For reference, the circus
They
have
need
performed
protection.
already, but they need protection on the way to the next road. So you won't be able to go and watch the circus, but you could perhaps go to the Jonglers Guild and offer your protection and see them in the future.
They're so cool. Remember the person that can do the fire thing with the stick?
Uh-huh.
We can at least meet them.
Thank you.
So excited.
There is a very avid look of disdain on my face.
Thanks for the update. Yeah, mine's not doing much better. Regardless, it's now approximately 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You know that Kelaan will be performing tonight in the Belching Bear. That'll be approximately 5 p.m. till, well, late. But till then, where does our lovely group wish to go? So right now, you guys stand in the Adventurers Guild, which is here. I'm actually going to cut off the bottom of the map so that we can zoom in a bit. Go. So yeah, currently the group stand in the Adventurers Guild, which is this building here.
So we've got caravan guards for the circus. What was the other job?
Well, there were quite a few other places he suggested you went. Certainly the Seekers Guild, which is this back left building here. The Jonglers Guild, which would be one of the artisan guilds. Behind, well, probably just behind the artisan guilds, and the Blacksmiths Guild, which would be one of the artisans guilds as well. He suggested that perhaps the merchants always have work for people, so you could perhaps go over there. Think that's everything he told you? Yes, everything he told you. But you could walk into any guild and ask if they have work, you know, from the mages to the merchants, from the Bard's College to the Guild of Warriors to the Mystic Eye, or the Velvet Glove, you know, you could just sort of wander on in. I gave you guys a list of guilds, but please bear in mind the Nightblades and the Thieves Guild, although they probably wouldn't suit you guys anyway, are not places where you would know where they are. Just add that to the notes so that you guys can see. But yeah, you can literally wander into any guild and say, hey, have you got any work? And they'll let you know.
I'm gonna turn to Sonia. So what are you feeling? We're here mostly because of you, after all. No pressure.
No pressure, circles.
I'm feeling some circus-based pressure, but anything
Where?
besides
Where from?
those rival blacksmiths is fine for me. We could check out the circus. I would like to finish something in time to see the bard later tonight, if possible.
The rival blacksmiths are not rivals. The Blacksmiths Guild, your forge will be signed up to the Blacksmiths Guild, as would all other forges. You have to have a license to be a blacksmith in the country of Pureston. So, yeah, the Blacksmiths Guild are, well, they're worldwide. They're just a group of license collectors. They also give out extra work to blacksmiths who are struggling. So, this is probably how your forge has survived as long as it has, is you've probably been getting work from the Blacksmiths Guild, like commissions and stuff. So yeah, they're not necessarily, you wouldn't be helping out anybody else. But it is probably go to a mine, pick up some materials, come back. So, I can't promise it's thrilling, but it is there.
She sighs. Let's check out the circus.
So you headed to the Jonglers Guild. Well, the Jonglers Guild is quite a sight. As you come in here, let's leave the Adventurers Guild, perhaps. As you come into the Jonglers Guild, you will see a large collection of people in various... Oh, misclick. In various corners. You see people playing music in one corner, somebody's juggling flame in another. There is what appears to be a... Kelaan, give me an Arcana check. 5. There's a magnificent magician in the corner doing incredible tricks. According to you. He is a gnome, and he appears to have sort of different bits of magical light around him as he's sort of doing smoke tricks and the like. But there is also one very bored-looking receptionist. She wears spectacles on her face and a hat slightly askew. She has a quill behind her ear, and she's dressed like she is about to go out for a night out. She does not look like a receptionist, but she's there at the desk. as you come in and see this sort of madness and mayhem going on.
She's at like a front desk.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I think we should stop and talk to her first.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. We heard you had a group maybe in need of assistance or protection.
Ah, yes. Well, the Jonglers Circus is looking for protection on the road. My name's Ariel. Might I take? Are you a group? Are you adventurers, or do you come from a guards group, or how should I call you?
Oh, we still didn't
A
think of a name,
friendship
guys.
group.
Adventure
friendship.
group number 11.
Adventure Group 11.
You are not being
Friendship.
the My Homie Club. It's not happening. Shucks, well, perhaps I might take your name.
Sonia Blackforge.
The Black Forge Troop. That'll do for now.
Okay.
So, you would perhaps be able to offer your protection for them? They are traveling along the road from Galvinia to Colmhaven, up in the northwest.
Oh, okay. About how long would that trip take?
4 days?
This is very dangerous.
We hope not. But you never
Okay,
know on the
yeah.
road. The pay is 3 gold pieces for successfully escorting them. If you wish to wait with them and go upon their travels to Yersken, it's 5 gold pieces for that stretch of the journey.
It's a lot of money. We could use that money.
Well, it's a lot and it's not a lot. You offered 15 gold pieces, for example, for retrieving 20 goblin ears. It's good pay,
You know
but
what?
it's also...
When I have 2 silver coins, a gold coin is kind of a lot of money.
Yes, yeah. I mean, you would... I think of all of you, Kelaan is probably the only one who's seen a gold coin, like, in his hands or in the hands of, like, his father. Sonia, you would have seen, gold being exchanged at the forge, but it's not something that, you would traffic in regularly. Perhaps this is payment for, like, 40 soldiers worth of weapons. Perhaps in other work lines, some of you have maybe seen this money, but you certainly wouldn't have dealt with it yourself.
I wanna lick the gold.
Well, you will only be paid
have it
upon
yet.
successful
We
delivery.
don't have it yet.
The Jonglers
There's
Guild
only
in
3
Colmhaven
gold,
will pay
please
you.
don't.
Sorry?
So there's only 3 gold. Please don't lick my gold.
Well, not only that, but obviously you would have to then divide it up anyway. So I mean,
Exactly.
5 silver pieces
Yeah.
each. But this is the pay for the job. I mean, you could travel with them as long as you like, really. They do a circuit, so should explain that they do a circuit between Purston and Morendra. The most dangerous stretch of the journey is traveling from Yersken to Ganasval. To Shagon and then to Ganasval, but as you will pass somewhat near the borders of Ongalan, which is Orklands. But in general, they then go around Morandral to Ongthal and to Torim and to Rurik, finally making their way down to Wayland, and after that they then go back exactly the same way and head all the way back up to Purston. I didn't plan for you to become circus guards, but if you wish. There's worse lots in life.
Fun.
I think
How
that
much
should
can
be
we
the whole
sell
campaign.
to the circus for?
I think we're starting small, right, guys? This first travel doesn't sound like it'll be very dangerous. We
She
can,
hears this and
get going.
starting.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
have
beginning. There's
weapons, right? You know how to fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are very
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Technically,
I've been in
Yeah.
fights before.
we have weapons.
She makes a note
We
and
can fight.
well, perhaps we'll give it a go. Regardless, the group leaves on Mondas. That is the first day of next week, basically. It's currently Turdadas, which is Tuesday, for the liking of simple things. So yeah, it's 6 days away before they depart. They're taking their week of rest.
So we maybe have time to check out the other jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe collect 20 goblin ears.
Be my guest.
Seriously, probably.
Yeah.
That would be ideal.
You have to
No,
find them first.
Yeah.
Yeah, where do goblins hang out?
Yeah, all
Oh,
clans in
no.
Ongalan, but there's also, little goblin troops in the forests north of Galvinia. You know that goblins have caused trouble on the borders of Nakthir,
Yeah, I sort of want to go hunting goblins.
and the mountains. But yeah, those are the options. And now you have grabbed your quest. She sort of turns to you and you're more than welcome to stay for some entertainment if you wish, but most of them are just practicing. Not the high quality junglers here.
Oh, just like us. Relatable.
She's sort of shaking her head, going like, "Don't tell me that you're inexperienced. I don't
Yeah.
want to know.
Don't-
I just don't want to know."
Dane.
It's kind of like
We
gently
have-
pushed into the back of the group. Don't listen to him.
Oh,
We have
I'm
alternative
bye.
Guys,
for the night.
sorry, let's cut it down a tiny bit. Corin, you were saying?
I was saying that I was gonna look at her and say, "That's all right. We are actually planning on going to the Belgian Bear tonight." So
Let's try that one again. Corin, you were saying? Not you, Salty.
Oh,
You're Corallin.
close.
no, he was just saying, Dane, no,
Oh, okay.
please.
Right. Well, in that case, as you sort of usher Dane towards the guy juggling fire, sort of like to occupy his mind for a second, you guys can decide where you wish to go next. You still got 3 or 4 hours before the Bard's performance, if you wish.
Do we actually want to go see the bard?
Yes.
Do we wish to see his performance?
I mean, I suppose.
I
Is there
think
gonna
we
be a
just
lot
want
of
to hear
people
about. We just want to hear what kind of people he sings about, and maybe try to get him to sing about us. And skip
Yeah,
all
we
of
gotta
this.
get nice and close with him. Buy him a few
We
rounds.
we also need a name. Like a,
Oh,
a
yeah.
proper name.
We still need
That's
a name.
fair.
If you would kindly see the Bard, I would be most grateful as your DM. But apart from that, like, do what you
We're
like.
not seeing the bard.
I'm saying a bard right now.
So in terms of resident bard, what that means is that instead of being paid by the inn that they work in or the customers, they are paid by the government of Galvinia to sort of perform in certain places, but also to announce any news or new laws, etc. And other things like that. They're record keepers, history makers, do weddings and funerals, those sorts of things. Yeah. We were over at the Bard's College. That is... Oh, come on, counter. You go. The Bard's College is just here, actually, just next door to the... No, you're not at the Bard's College, sorry. You're at the Jonglers Guild, which is over here. You were told of work at both the merchants' guilds. In general, they always have work. The Blacksmiths Guild and... give it any other places? Oh, the Seekers Guild. We're also looking for some escorts, and not in a dodgy way.
Not in a dodgy
Um,
way. Wink, wink.
Whichever one of those is the closest.
I would wager that we should go to the Merchants Guild, seeing as how that we've written our name down for when to start next week. We'd want a shorter term type of quest, and I think the Merchants Guild would supply
Yeah.
that.
You are going to, on the way to the
Close
Merchants Guild, pass the Seekers Guild. The Seekers Guild is this building back here. They're a bunch of archaeologists. They wanted some help with something. So you could perhaps pop in there. Other than that, yeah, you just sort of be headed straight towards the Merchant Guild. You're going that way. Did you want to pop into the
We
Seekers
need a
Guild?
name, apparently.
You do need a name.
Like, before we arrive, can we discuss this guy?
Yeah,
What is our crew?
What is it? Let's brainstorm. What's our brand?
What is her brand?
Friendship.
the sound.
I'm going to give you guys a moment to work out your name. I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay.
It's got to sound cool, We have to
Ooh.
sound legit.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Drex. I mean, that was an insult, but it sounded pretty cool.
The dregs. That
The dregs.
that did sound kind of cool.
prefer if we didn't use racial
We are
terms.
the underdogs,
Yeah.
you know?
Is
We
that
are
a
the
racial
dregs
term?
that rise to the top.
The drags. You say.
I would prefer if we didn't insult ourselves every single time we announced ourselves.
I would prefer you to carry
I'd
yourself with a
agree.
higher stature as well. It might
Uh,
not be much, but we want to sound like we are.
how's progress?
Not good. So far, we have the dregs.
The dregs. That's not really
Drag.
selling. That's not really selling yourself.
No.
No, it's not.
No.
Just taking an insult and turning it around.
Oh my god.
I'm yeah. Keep going. As you are.
Uh,
You don't like mine. How about the... Okay, I mean, if we want to pretend we're not the underdogs, how about the upper dogs?
okay. I think
Alright,
we're
he's
getting
got a
somewhere.
sock. I want a sock. Give me a sock. Someone give me a sock.
Here.
I take the sock and I shove it in Dan's mouth. Dane's
Oh,
turn.
Thank you.
Tasty!
Thank you.
I like it. Mmm.
Oh no.
Mm.
And I
What
leave.
isn't this?
Oh
No.
god.
Pretty
Wait,
good.
Oh gosh.
Did he eat the sock?
Yeah, he ate the
He's gonna
sock.
spit it. No, he didn't eat it. He just...
Well, I mean, I
Like-
will say,
Uh,
I will say that we definitely did have somebody very good at improvising on the spot earlier. Spelling out adventure as an acronym. Nico, do you have anything that maybe you want to name this group?
What an excellent suggestion. So we could go for the classics, the Fellowship. We could go for
Just trying you some Google options.
Dumbledore's Army. Uh, um,
You
the
begin to realize that your
Stormtroopers.
barbarian is better at stealing other people's stuff than extrapolating on the spot.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure you don't. But in the meantime, you'll be called the Black Forge Company till you come up with a name. Which certainly sounds better than the Dregs, at least. And yeah, you come upon the Seekers Guild. There is a sort of symbol outside, which looks like a bit of a pickaxe almost. Sorry, freezing the cameras. Yeah, it's a bit like a sort of pickaxe, and some sort of chisel. Is the sign outside, and as you head in, it's dusty in here. It's dusty and old. It's full of dusty old men. And there's a sort of gentleman who looks like he might die next week. He's shriveled up, he's curled over like this, you know. He's got a long nose like a hook. And right on the end of that nose, balanced so precariously, is this tiny pair of spectacles. Well, might I help you, young ones?
Are you okay?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Are you sure?
He thinks to himself slightly. Yes. I am sure. Do you come seeking a
You're not
priceless
sickly.
piece? No. Not I. He sort of takes a look over you and... Are you sure you're okay yourself?
Of course, I'm with my friends.
Very good. And why are
the
you
sock
and
out.
your friends in my guild? What do you seek? Do you seek work or a priceless piece? Or perhaps to join us? We are always in need of new archaeologists.
No. We heard you were offering work. Some
I'm
kind of
looking for work. Yes, we have an excavation going on tomorrow, and we could do with some guards.
Tomorrow.
Yes. It's not a
Is it
long
just a
walk.
tomorrow thing?
Well, the excavation tomorrow we expect to take between 8 and 10 hours. Perhaps there will be more the following day, but right now the excavation tomorrow is what we're looking for. It's a little ways down the river, down to the southeast. Perhaps an hour's journey or two. At the bottom of old ruins. Old Moon Elf ruin.
And,
Surely we could go with them.
yeah, that sounds manageable. What were you needing protection from? Do you know?
Well, protection along the road is always good for the older gents such as myself, but the real protection needed is in case we unearth any unusual beasts around. Sometimes in Moon Elf ruins you can find both unusual and interesting beasts, and that have made these places their homes, and occasionally other things. You see that, as he says other things, he's attempting not to talk too much about those other things. But who is who? Who is what? Any of you know this? Who's our highest history? That's going to be Kelaan, right? Kelaan, yeah. Give me a history check, please.
Yes, lads. That is going to be a 24.
Is that a nat 20?
Wait.
That is a nat 20.
Okay, then you get 2 pieces of information for the price of 1. First of all, in the old Moon Elf ruins, the lines between life and death are often a little thin. You can expect to be fighting some undead if you take this job. You can't guarantee it. Sometimes the excavation ruins are empty, but often the lines are thin between dead and life. You know something else, though. Any Moon Elf ruins in this particular area are likely to be home to goblins. That's often where they hide.
I'm gonna relay the knowledge in my head to the group, and I'll counter with, while we might have to fight undead, if we do go there and kill 20 goblins, it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone, isn't it?
20
True.
goblins?
What
20
if we
birds, more
try-
like.
What if we try befriending the goblins?
No, we're killing the
No,
goblins.
Yeah,
we
good
need
luck
to
with the
hear.
befriending the goblins.
Sock
That's...
back in his mouth, please.
No.
Just cut their ears off? Could
He already
I
ate it.
don't know, just hunting goblins to cut their ears off and make money just feels a little weird to me. I don't know, they're like human-like, right?
You'd know they're
Feels
evil.
a little mean.
You'd know they're evil, like pure evil. Like their children stab things to see what noises they make.
Ugh.
Yeah. But Goddess, he sort of looks at you and, well, the pay for tomorrow is 8 silver pieces. If we come upon trouble, we'll double it.
Okay.
Okay.
What do we think?
I think that number doesn't divide by 6. What was I thinking?
If you'd like to
Super
raise it, please do.
Yeah, sure, I'll lower it to 6. No. No, it'll be 6 and a bonus 2, we'll work out that.
Alright.
You say
I think that sounds
your
pretty
guards.
scary.
Can I take your names? Just as... if you're signing up, you don't have to.
Are you guys doing it? I mean, what if there's like something scary and attacks us?
That's what we're
Isn't that
here
the
for.
point of being gods? He sort of looks at you and...
That's the point of the job, Corn. Okay.
But I was hoping, they're small. Maybe like a sheep could attack us at first. That's why the circus sounds so nice. That sounds like it's gonna be a small thingy. This sounds pretty,
I've heard of goblins
Catastrophic.
murdering children before. I don't know what goblins you're talking about.
Yeah.
What?
My parents
No,
say
I'm
that
talking-
they're just misguided.
Do you want to go and teach them the truth, Nico?
I don't
I'm
think
not
we
talking
should be
about
so
goblins.
rash.
I'm not talking about the goblin thing. I'm talking about the undead thing that might kill us. I'm saying that may be out of our league.
Don't worry, Dane.
No,
I'll
it sounds
never
in our
let
league.
any
It definitely
undead
sounds in our
touch you.
league.
Yeah.
Do you not remember that Nico's singing about his great broadsword? I think we've got this.
Yeah.
Okay, I trust you guys. Sure.
Okay, after that deliberation, we're taking the job.
Excellent.
Putting my
We're headed
foot
off at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, so
down.
we'll leave from here if that's okay.
We will see
Yeah.
you then.
If
what
you
about
do,
you?
if you do have mounts, don't feel obliged to bring them. Our troops do not move quickly.
I
Okay, good.
will, regardless. Tomorrow morning when we leave. Is that when we're leaving? Yeah.
Yeah.
I will definitely spend 10 minutes to ritual summon my floating disc.
Oh yeah. It lasts an hour, but in general, you'd be able to take the donkey and cart. They will also be moving in donkeys and carts. But he's just sort of saying, well, if you're going to ride a horse, don't. Because, well, you'll be very bored. I don't think any of you are going to ride a horse anyway, because you ain't not got no cash. Actually, a couple of you can afford a horse, but regardless, we'll hold back on that.
It's hard getting on a horse.
Yeah, Corin would be unable to ride a horse. That is a point. Nevertheless,
You can ride me.
it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. I didn't hear that. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. Coming on 4 o'clock. The bard will start performing at 5. You could perhaps seek some small work from the merchant guilds, or you can head to the tavern and arrive early.
We were
If
headed
we're
to the
gonna go
merchant
fight,
guild anyway.
We could go arrive early. I could check out the place, see what's happening.
Yeah, you'll still arrive a
We're
little
gonna
early,
take
even if you pop
down-
into the merchants guilds. So
we're gonna go take a dangerous job tomorrow. Maybe I should go to the forest and get us some, herbs and stuff if we need to do like the magics.
for now, I think you should have enough components for tomorrow, but you can collect on the way.
As
Do
I
you-
say, I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to pop into the merchant guilds on the way past? They're just going to give you some nice basic stuff.
Yes.
So as you head in, you see a very fine, well-to-do halfling. He's at a desk and there's piles of books either side of him, and there's sort of 4 or 5 desks sort of flanking his. As you come in, yep, come on over here.
Excited by the books, I will approach.
Are you here to take the delivery to the woodcarvers?
Now.
Yes.
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 He's got his yeses and nos mixed up.
That's absolutely
Pretty
fine, not a problem. It's over
Yeah,
there,
completely.
and he sort of points towards 3 big chests that look like they hold carpentry tools. Woodcarvers Guild, the pay's on the box. There's literally a little bag on top of one of the chests that you may assume contains some pay.
All right.
Head over.
I'm
and
gonna
pick up the
point at
chest.
Nico and Sonya and tell them that they might want to lift those.
Well, one more of you is going to have to lift them, so perhaps you might make a 2-man effort.
Perhaps you get off the floating disc and maybe give us a hand.
Between Corin, May or Mai, sorry, how am I pronouncing this, Anna? May. Okay. Dane and Kelaan, between the 4 of you, you might be able to manage one. I'll take a strength check from Nico and from Sonya. These aren't heavy. I mean, they're not light, but they're not
We're
heavy
lifting
either.
them.
That's a
God.
Lifting
14.
them would be
Yep.
When
19.
did we get this job? They're so quick, I didn't even notice.
Oh wait, how much was in the bag first?
Well, it would be very, very unpolite to open the bag here. Just pocket the bag and head on out. It would be, Sonya would have a nous about her. She's seen people come and collect deliveries. So as you head out, you see these 2 laborers sort of heading in. They look like they've got quite like big shoulders. They've got like a little cart for carrying chests. Just keep going. As you guys just slide along away, it's a little bit of a walk, but you know where the Woodcarvers Guild is. And you are able to walk all the way down Tranquility Avenue and drop in on the Woodcarvers. And as you take in the chests, he looks up to you and... Did they pay you at the Merchants Guild?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, honesty
No.
is the best policy. We're going with honesty. That's fine. Very well. Thank you very much. Here, and he sort of gestures towards any of you who are wanting to take it. He holds out this delicate little flute. It's a bit like a sort of a pipe, if you like, but it's side on. It's a delicate little wooden flute, and he just sort of hands it out to you guys. And token of our gratitude.
That is so pretty. Did you make it?
Yeah, of course. Not myself, but one of the girls hit it.
I'll take it
Aw.
and hand
I
it
like
to
to
my.
make wood things.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Okay, my it's going to be gathering every instrument there is in history. But yeah, at this point, so on the map you will see a few buildings that look a little like this one here. That is an inn, okay, and that is the wrong inn. This inn here is the belching bear, sorry. And as you head in, it's absolutely bustling.
A
So-
lot of people.
Do you guys think we should go back to the Adventurers Guild and tell them that we deliver stuff? Do you think they would be impressed?
Let's see
Yeah,
if we
actually,
can get the
let's
bard to
ask
sing
my.
about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at my after what Dane just said, and I'm gonna say, can you write a tale about that? How epic can you make it sound for
It
four
is
of us to have been
the
carrying one
story
I
chest?
the
can make
group.
it sound like it was a very dangerous quest that we went on.
My
to
arms got really
deliver these
tired.
goods.
Sonia, however, as you are walking, you do take the pouch out of your pocket, and you see that there are 2 Alexandrite, garnet, and a topaz. And that is the pay in gems.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah,
Would I have to sell those somewhere?
yeah, you can sell them at the Jewelers Guild itself, or at the local jewelers.
2 Alexandrite, a topaz, and what else?
And a garnet.
All right.
You know that a lot of pay for like a day's work in these sorts of places. Sometimes it's just easier to pay with jewels. They're just typical adventuring currency, really. You can, of course, just spend them. The Alexandrites are worth 2 silver pieces each. The garnet is worth 1 silver piece, and the topaz is worth 5 copper.
Wow.
So it's 5.5 silver. You can assume that pay was for the entire day's work, not for that one delivery.
Uh-oh.
But hey, money in your pocket now.
I don't know that.
No, I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure that Sonia would know that. But Kelaan would. Regardless, as you enter on into the tavern, yeah, there's quite a lot going on. Really, it's a hustle and a bustle in here. Sorry, I'm just trying to do music at the same time. So yeah, you enter on in, and there's sort of all sorts of noise going on. There is a young female half-elf singing in the corner. Ooh, she's a bit loud, though. We just turn her down. Ooh. We lose someone?
Yeah, Michaela.
Okay, I'll wait a moment, because half of Hannah's head is in Nico's face. That's really, really bizarre.
Inside
That's
of
all
right
he's
now.
ever wanted.
Well, while we're here, I have thrown
Legs.
suggestions.
Legs are
No.
I have thrown group suggestion names into the Discord.
Oh, okay. So yeah, as you enter in, there's a half-elf bard sitting over in the corner. Yeah, there is a lot of patrons that are very busy. There's a couple of people dancing, but most of the people are sort of grabbing drinks, eating food, rushing between tables. There's a couple of tables free, just in front of the bard's troupe. If you wish.
Yeah, we take a table.
Yep, okay, pretty soon a little waif comes over. She's human, but possibly, I don't know, 14, 15 years old. And she goes, "Hi there, can I take your order?"
Ugh.
There's
How
too
much is
people
the drink
scared, you
here?
guys. I don't like these.
It's a copper chardonnay ale.
Okay. I can afford that.
So you can have drinks and a meal for a single copper piece, for the lot of you.
Okay.
For everyone?
Yeah, 5 meals, 5 drinks would be a single copper piece.
Oh, I'll fuck that over. Guys, get what you want.
Yeah, this is ale, wine, or water. And the meal today is, well, she'll tell you. She sort of looks over at you and, food today is either hot soup and bread or cold meats and ham with the bread. Bread's nice and fresh. That's what's ready. What can I get you?
I'd
What
like
kind
some
of
hot
soup?
soup
I want the
with
wet
bread and a
stuff.
shot of wine.
Hot soup and bread and a wine. Small wine, you said, yeah?
What
A
type of
shot
soup?
of wine, yes.
She sort of looks confused. She doesn't know what a shot is, but she'll
Uh-huh.
get you a wine.
Yeah.
Corella?
What type of soup is this?
Oh, it's mushroom soup today, sir.
I'll get a soup and bread, and I will get a water.
Soup, bread and water. Yep. You, madam? And she looks at Sonia.
I'll get an ale and the soup.
Ale and the
Sounds very
soup. Got it. Nico.
I'll take the bread and meats and an ale.
Bread and meats and an ale. Yep. Corin.
Soup and ale.
Soup and ale. Soup and ale. This is nice and easy. This one, I can remember all of this. What about you, sir? She looks at Dane.
Oh, I want the wet food with the mushrooms.
Dane is frozen.
No, he's not.
I'm frozen?
No, you're not frozen. It's just lagging. Very well, sir. The wet food. She sort of holds her hand out and she goes, 1 copper, please.
I'll
I'm from
hand it to her.
drink the water.
And she takes the copper and heads over to the bar. And pretty soon she returns with a sort of quite butch lady who's quite tall, and she's holding 4 in mugs. And the young girl's holding the ale and the wine and the water. She puts down the wine and the water, and everybody's drinks are served. And you sort of hear the music begin to change as a couple of violinists join in with the young girl, giving her a bit of a vocal rest as she sits there sipping her wine. And the tavern door opens, and you notice this gentleman walk in. He's got knee-high, really bright, shined boots. He has a rapier at his hip. He's human, from what you can see, with a long, dark red hair and a glint in his eye. He's extremely well dressed for this room. You can
Hi.
assume it's probably the bard. He carries no instrument, though. And then as he steps over towards the bard's area, he sort of nods at each of them, and he heads over to the bar and he gets himself a glass of wine. And he sort of looks around, and then he notices you guys. He just comes over and... Well, don't think I've seen you here before.
I nudge my.
We've never been here before, so that would make sense.
Well, indeed. And who might you be? What brings you here tonight?
We're here for you. We're here to see your show.
Show,
Yeah.
you say? Well, tonight's Bardic Tales. We'll be telling stories of adventures of old. That's something that inspires you, seeking to be adventurous, perhaps?
Yeah.
We're adventurers
Yeah.
of new.
Why don't
Okay,
you sing about Adventures of New? Is that our group name?
Well, I
No.
often do tell tell tales of new adventurers.
Our bard here actually said she had a tale she could spin for you, maybe as an example.
You're a bard yourself.
Yes.
Oh, not me.
Yeah,
Ah, well, perhaps after the show, you may tell me some of your tales, but for now, I'm afraid I must prepare for my own. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance,
okay.
and
Good luck.
might I take a name?
Oh, yes. It's my.
Aye, lovely. Rolls off the tongue. And he sort of looks over at you and he definitely gives you the up and down, you know, incredibly inappropriately. And he then sort of he gives a sort of sly glance over to Kelaan. No, not that sort of look. This is
Oh.
he's debating whether to say something, and
Oh, yeah.
I said I haven't seen all of you, but aren't you from the noble quarter? I think I've seen you with your
Yes.
father, haven't I?
Yes, Yes, you have.
Well, there's hard times and there's the burping bard. Belching bear, whatever this fucking tavern's called. And he sort of makes that sort of remark and walks away. Before long, the serving wench will come back and give you your platters of food and such. And suddenly the room goes completely silent. Ooh. Music to the whole stream, apparently. The room goes completely silent, and Galarim steps up in front of everybody, stating that, he's going to be performing shortly. And, yeah, he sort of taps his hand gently on the table, which is enough for most people to get the idea that he's about to perform. And he steps up onto the bar. And at that point, he will fail to skip the track. There you go. And as he steps onto the bar, he begins to tell a story. It's not what I was expecting out of that music. There we go. On fiery steed in days of old came the Witch King through the cold. With blades of steel and eyes like flame, Lathrandasar, so was he named. Razing cities and enslaving men, the Witch King ruled o'er glade and fen. The entire land was his to roam. In castle death did he make his home. O Elephane, rider of silver light, come sing to me, O Elephane, and take away the night. Against man and elf did he stand tall, ruler mighty, never to fall. With blade and magic he laid them low one by one, slaying all the heroes. Till came an elf called Elephane, her hair of silver just like her blade. With eyes like night she came to fight the Witch King in the dead of night. O Elephane, rider of silver light, come sing to me, O Elephane, and take away the night. From dusk till dawn, and through the day till the night returned again, Elephane the Witch King fought, and against her came unwrought. She took her blade and cleaved him twain, the mighty Witch King finally slain. Freedom brought to all domains by mighty, beautiful Elephane. O Elephane, rider of silver light, come sing to me, O Elephane, take away. And as the tavern goes back to its normal sound, as he gets down from the table, he begins to tell you all of the Riders of Silverlight. Really? That's what you're going to do to me? Okay. Well, fine. He somehow magically starts singing in a female voice. Of course, that's what the music does. But anyway, he'll start telling you the tale of the Riders of Silverlight. The Riders of Silverlight are a group of Kalishtari travelers who were very, very famous about a century ago. They roamed the lands, righting the wrongs. They were from Galbania, which is a land far to the east of here, or far to the west, depending on which way around the world you go. But probably closer to the east. And they used to ride at the call of a dragon, called Inkarvanash, a great silver dragon, ancient in his kind. But nowadays, they ride to the call of mankind, rescuing people from times of trouble. After that, he tells you of a new adventurous troop. And he begins to tell you of the Branded Brotherhood, who have only yesterday returned with a full bounty of 10 orc ears, and have subsequently been signed up at the Adventurers Guild. And he tells you of their glories yet to come, and of each of their members. This moment, so there's a break in the sound, and he will go on and sing you another song, which I will not be performing. Nevertheless, as you take your rest in the tavern for the eve, we shall take a short moment. Be back in a moment.
Okay.
Save me. I can no longer spend time on the break deciding whether we're going to be called the Forgotten 7-Eleven.
We are.
So, our still unnamed group remain at the table, eating their meal and drinking their ale and wine, and listening to Golorim telling tales of various adventurer troops of the ages.
What about the
I try
nameless
something?
11?
Okay, so we are keeping the 11.
Yeah.
That's what you think.
I think that's what we're talking about at the table as we eat, right?
Yeah, you're just sitting there going, guys, we need a name. What are we going to call ourselves?
My vote is
As
for
you
the
guys are
nameless
talking
11.
about this,
I like.
You know, I hate the nameless 11.
as you guys are talking about this, Dennis like putting his dirty
Really a
hands
fear
inside
factor.
his soup and taking out the mushrooms one by one. I mean, like the 11 mushrooms, perhaps.
Aw,
No. Where's the sock?
he ate it.
You
I
ate
look
the
at
sock?
Dane
No,
and
he
I
did.
ask him,
He
"There
did
are
spit it
mushrooms?"
out.
Okay.
It
Put it back
spit
on?
out. It's extremely no, but it has to be refreshed. It was with sweat. It was extremely tasty back then.
Tasty. What do you sweat? Corn.
Ugh.
I
He's a halfling. He's very sweet. He probably sweats like.
It's
honey
weird.
drops.
It's a little sour, but a little
What's the
sweet. Kind
second
of like you,
flavor?
honestly, personality-wise.
it
Aw.
wasn't even one I was wearing.
The serving girl just sort of overhears this as she's clearing her plates and just sort of each to their own.
I'm gonna put down my almost finished sandwich, and that's the end of food.
So sorry, you done with that?
I am now.
May I?
Please, waste not, want not.
Thanks.
Yeah, so as the evening progresses, obviously you've got a
Oh,
job
sorry.
nice and early in the morning.
What
And
kind of mushrooms were in the soup?
big ones.
I steal a mushroom from his soup.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna put them in my bag. I'm gonna keep the mushrooms from the
Is
soup.
is smoking in buildings legal?
Mhm.
Is it the 90s?
Oh, well, no,
Okay.
it's way before that. Yeah, it's people have sort of sensors sometimes or pipes at their table. The rolled narcotics are a little harder to get hold of, but that's a habit you would have got from your parents. So, yeah, very much
Yeah, after the meal, I would have blazed up.
so. And as the meal sort of comes to an end and Galarum's performance moves into just instrumental music, he is quite a fine lutist and a flutist as well. Or flautist, is that what we call it? As well as playing the dulcimer. And he tells a few more tales throughout the night, and you can tell that that's his main skill, but, you know, he keeps the audience entertained, and eventually you guys would all need to head home, and at that point, unless anybody has anything major they want to do, we shall time skip to the following morning. The following morning, you are all able to meet up outside the Seekers Guild first thing in the morning. And you see a couple of older men, but now you see some of the younger people, some of the actual excavationists. And this is exactly as you might picture it. They've got sort of everything's beige, sandy-coloured hats, you know, trousers with too many pockets, and their tools, and 4 or 5 different carts with animals attached to go through the streets with. You can see that in their carts are food and drink. There's also some camping supplies just in case, but next to that are various bits of shattered pottery and rocks and other things that perhaps they've already excavated from elsewhere. They just haven't bothered to sort through, get rid of yet. And one gentleman comes up to you. He's sort of in his late 40s, I guess. Excuse this page. Yeah, he comes up to you and greetings. I will be leading the troop today. You're the protectors, right? Which one of you is Black Forge?
No, we are the nameless.
Oh, okay.
With the nameless
Excellent.
11.
Thank you for taking up the work. We'll pay you when we return if that's okay. I believe the approved price was 6 silver, 8 silver, 8 silver, double if we encounter trouble.
Yeah, don't try to shortcut us.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed that.
8 silver.
Well, my name's Jasper, and yeah, I'll be sort of leading us today. And unless you guys need to make any preparations, we headed out.
Alright, let's go.
All right.
Go on, Nico.
Wait, what's this job? Sorry.
That's fun, man. So we're headed southeast out of Galvinia to ruins and Moon Elf ruins. A couple of hours, an hour and a half-ish.
Oh yeah,
To the
the undead.
southeast.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
know
not
undead.
necessarily the undead, but you're there to
Well, fingers
protect.
crossed the undead.
You're there to protect the archaeologists.
Can we get a song from our bard on our travels?
Mm-hmm.
Stop. The songs will come when they're ready. You know, she doesn't just
If-
write on demand.
If she takes request, I request well armored party.
It's my favorite song right now. Just
Okay.
Notice, yeah, you're able to get down onto the road. You finally get out of the city, and at this point, I would like you to elect somebody to keep watch, please.
Like
Alright,
on
I'll
the
keep-
road as we're
I'll
walking?
Keep watch.
Sorry, yeah, just in general to keep watch.
Yeah, I'll keep watch.
Can keep it. You'll do it? Okay. Can I keep the lookout for the ingredients and stuff?
Yes, you can. Please give me a survival check. And who said they were going to be the watcher? Oh, is that
I'll do
mine?
the watching.
Okay,
Yes.
great. What's your passive perception, please?
My passive perception?
Mhm.
-2.
Passive perception. That should be a number between 1 and 20 on the left.
Oh, wait, passive. Oh, passive perception, that's 8.
8.
Yeah.
Sick. That's what I've got on that one. Yeah. Nevertheless, we are able to make our way down the road. Maya is paying attention, or she assures you she's doing so. But we're not so sure she is, but believe it when we see it. Oh, second, sorry. Cool. So, as you are headed down the road, please, Maya, will you give me your perception check?
Yes. Let's see. Perception. Like. No. Fuck. Okay, so that's a 0.
A 0.
That's a 0.
Okay, she's a tad distracted right now.
Oh,
Jay, I'll take a D100, please.
No.
Okay.
So that's not a successful roll, that.
That'll be
I
a
have
2.
-2 on perception.
2, fantastic, and a D20, please. Go with that.
And a D20. Okay.
Man.
6.
Excellent. So, although your watchman didn't notice in the slightest, 2 beggars have made their way to the side of one of the carts and are attempting to extract some of the things from it. These are sort of young-ish, early 20s, human beggars. They're dressed in nothing but rags. They are not allowed into the city. And they're attempting to pilfer things from the cart.
how long have we been traveling for?
Half an hour.
Okay, so I'm on my floating disc at the moment.
Mhm.
Because can I float over to them and just whack them on the back of the head with a staff and tell them to stop?
Potentially. Your floating disc is quite obvious and moves quite slowly and might bump some other people out the way. What is everybody else thinking of doing?
Stopping him doing
I
that.
mean, I don't know, I'm watching a butterfly or something. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, mine's not
That's pretty
noticed,
cool.
but
Mine's not noticed. What do we have on the cart? that they're
So
trying
this
to
isn't
steal?
your cart. This is one of the seekers'
Oh,
carts.
the archaeologists.
So that yeah, probably food. What they're trying to take.
I'll try to approach them. I'll try to approach them, and I'll be like,
Oh.
"Hello."
Why is that the green?
And they sort of look up and any food, mister?
It's okay. Are you hungry? I have mushrooms. They're eatable. And he's gonna take out the mushrooms from yesterday.
Eatable.
The
I was
mushroom.
gonna keep them. I was gonna keep them for lunch today, but if you want, you can have them all.
Oh, thank you so much. I sort of lean over and grab them greedily. And you can see that they take one each, and then they put the rest to the side.
Take them all. Share them with your friends, please.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps friends is not who they're saving them for. And they sort of ash away. And you notice a little around the corner, there were a couple of youngsters, perhaps 7 or 8 years old, keeping watch. And it's to them that they give the majority of the mushrooms.
Oh.
Aww.
And by the time they run away, Salty finally arrives on his.
It's holding disc with his stick, just like, oh, never mind.
On a floating disc, cross-legged with my staff in hand. And stay out.
Yes, perhaps, Kelaan, you might realize that that wasn't the nicest of approaches. Never mind. So you're about half an
It's gonna
hour,
be like a little bong.
40 minutes down the road, and yeah, at this point you're able to send a little further, but you do notice a little further down the road that you're now veering off path. So you're veering off of the main roads, and you're veering onto more sort of less kept roads. Dan, you said a 10 on your survival check, is that correct? Roll me a d4, please.
A D4. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get you a 1.
A 1? Okay, that's an ingredient. Just an ingredient. Just bear with me, my table is loading. You are able to find some Amanita cap. These are large mushrooms that are often used in alchemy. That you are able to grab on the way. So just one of those. And then, yeah, as you press forward, you get close to the ruins. Dare I ask you for a second perception check, please?
She's still watching.
I have no idea. See if she's still awake.
Yay, so that's 14.
Hey, that's more like it.
Nice.
Cool. So one thing you do notice is that sort of just outside of these ruins, there you see this flitting of a couple of shadows that appear to be retreating into the ruins. There are definitely things here. I'm not sure you would have noticed with a 14 exactly what they were, but you saw the shadows sort of flit away as they attempted to hide and skulk back into the shadows of the ruins.
Is there someone close to me? Who's closest?
Oh,
to
you're
me?
all pretty close. You'd be riding on the
Okay.
cart most likely.
Hey guys, did you see that? I just saw
No.
something.
Yeah, I found a
You're
very big
supposed to be-
mushroom.
Yeah, you're supposed to be watching. I wasn't.
I am watching. That's why I saw something.
Are you sure it's not just your eyes playing tricks on you?
There's something.
I believe
Has anybody
so.
got
Let me
higher
think.
than an 11 for passive perception?
Oh,
have
I
a
do.
14.
14,
I have 12.
12.
I have an 8.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say, Dane, you may also have noticed these shadows, but not necessarily known what they were. Just like my. As for the excavationists, they sort of turn around to you and Jasper says, "Right, well, we'll set up a little camp out here, sort of a base from which to work. We believe that what we're looking for is inside, and we'll be headed in there soon. If you guys want to, make sure that the way is clear, we'll get our base set up and our tools ready."
We will check it out before they go in, I assume.
Yeah, that's what
Since
they're requesting.
we saw. Okay, so yeah, Dane and Mai saw something go in, so we definitely want to check that out first.
Yes.
Everybody say close. Let's be safe, okay?
All right, remember your buddy system.
Yeah, okay. Who's my buddy again?
Who's Dane's buddy?
You see everybody just looking around. Dane's buddy.
Surely Krillin, because they'll be at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That checks out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Nico must be my buddy.
Hell
I
yeah.
guess Corin's my idea.
Before we
Yeah.
go in, I'll put my cigarette on the ground and like stamp it out.
Okay. Oh, can I assume that Sonia and Nico are going to lead the way in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just double checking. And then midway is Mai and Corin, and then at the back are Corallan and Dane. Yes.
No. Dane would be more in the middle.
Okay. Then we'll probably put Mai a little further back because her HP dictates that will be a nice place for her to be. So yeah. At this moment, I will take a perception check, please, from Sonia.
Okie dokie. Perception. Ooh, 14.
14. Okay. You notice that at the entrance is what appears to be some sort of trap. It's a little string like a tripwire. There's a bell on either side. And as you inspect it a little more closely, give me an investigation check or ask somebody else to. Up to you.
Yeah. Who? I think Corin.
It's not you,
might
Corin.
wanna-
Yeah, it's Corin. Yeah.
I think I would ask Corin to come check this out. He's
Yeah.
good with little.
Yeah,
Thingies.
and not only that, he'll have advantage on this roll. So yeah, Corin, if you want to make an investigation check with advantage, please.
All right. Oh, I think yeah, that's a 23.
Yeah. Cool. You understand that this is a sort of mechanicalized trap. And there is what appears to be a sharp dart, poisoned. Just hanging just off to the side. That I'm echoing off somebody, by the way. Yeah, it's a sharp dart that's poisoned just off to the side that it is poised, ready to shoot. You would be able to disable this, Corin, without setting it off, provided you can pass the dex check.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah, give me a
I'll
dex
make
check then, please.
Dex check. Yes.
Where the dart comes out, is there anything around that I can cover the hole with in case he fails?
Oh, he wouldn't set off the dart. He's able to get rid of the dart. That's not a problem. What he's worried about setting off is the bells. Unfortunately, as he's trying to very delicately remove this, his hand just tremors ever so slightly, and you all hear this ding, really, really quietly. It's just this ringing, but Corin has already worked out that this is connected to another bell elsewhere. And I will ask you all to roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Yay!
Ooh, 18.
Yeah, this is the one time I ask you to roll on D&D
Yes.
Beyond, please.
Yes, 19.
Yeah, real dice are
20.
fine for everything else, but just for initiative, it's really helpful if you guys roll on D&D Beyond.
Yes.
I'm missing Corin. That's... You
I
rolled.
rolled-
Oh, you rolled
You rolled an
intelligence
intelligence, yeah.
and an
Yeah.
initiative check.
Yeah, but my intelligence is based off my intelligence, not my dex.
Your initiative is okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I will just put that in. That's fine. You've got the astute trait, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then Dane, I didn't get yours either. Which you did roll there.
I
It's
got an
18. I don't know why I didn't go through. Okay. Great. So you first of all, Corin, you will need to make a dex save, please.
Okay.
Well, let me roll this to everybody, not myself. You'll be able to see my rolls. Okay. If you got a 10 or below, you will take 4 acid damage. If you got above a 10, you will take 2.
Yeah, okay, so I take 4.
Okay, very good. Sonia, I need you to. Oh, first of all, let's roll to hit. Sorry. Oh, this page doesn't let me. Oh dear. Oh dear. Sonia, make that's doubled, I guess. So, DC 20 strength save, please. Yeah, that's not what we were hoping for.
No, I got a
Crit on my
16.
crit on my first roll. So you
I'm
will
already
take.
dead.
No, you're not dead. You're okay. Why are you at 5 out of 9 health?
You just said take 4 damage, right?
No.
Only Corin.
Oh, just
Only
Corin.
take damage.
Just Corin.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to kill you with 6 damage, but you are gonna take 6 damage as a net
Okay.
is dropped over you and you are currently restrained.
That's
Oh no.
Corin, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, what?
a net.
I'm gonna try and get the net off Sonya
Shit.
if I can.
God, I'm
I
sorry.
appreciate that. This incredibly heavy net.
Oh, you're kidding me. The bots crashed. Okay, cool. That's
Who's
great.
a net?
Fine. Well, the stream will be able to hear this, but you guys won't, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Cool. So, you're going to attempt to get the net off, are you?
Yes.
How are you attempting to do this?
So like the net fell on top and just like how was the net on her?
I'm not sure you noticed. You were crouching down trying to do something, but now as you turn, she is sort of entangled in this net. She's both prone down on the ground, entangled up in this net.
Is the net thick?
Yeah, decently so. It's probably not designed for trapping people. It's probably designed for trapping animals, wild animals. So it's pretty tough.
Would you be able to cut through it with a dagger? Probably not then.
You could cut through each one tiny bit of the net with a dagger, but that's not going to take 6 seconds to get her out.
No, true.
No. I'll try and like work to untangle it.
Mm-hmm. So with the help action, she'll be able to make her strength check at advantage next turn.
Thank you.
When she gets to her next turn. Do you have any bonus action you'd like to make?
No, I do not.
Okay. So that concludes your turn. Up the Mai, you're up.
I try to see if there's an easier way to get Sonia out. Like a lever or something in the room.
No, it's just a net. She's just tangled up in it. Also,
Well.
I've just realised some of your HPs are completely off. I don't know how that's happened, but we'll deal with it later. Yeah. You have way more HP than you should do.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna try to cut her out as much as I can.
Okay. You're also going to go to her. Cool. Any bonus action?
I don't think so, no.
Cool. Dane, you're up.
Okay. The things are going bad already. Oh my god, we are not even in the cave. Can I see, looking inside the cave, can I see, like, is there someone, like, coming to kill us, or...
Give me a perception check, see if you can notice either of them.
Okay.
Somebody threw this net. So...
Okay, it was from, so I know that 17.
Yeah, okay, you saw somebody throw this net, and you identified them to be a goblin.
Yes.
How
I need
far
your
away are they?
ears.
About 20 foot, and at that point, you deserve a battle map. Wrong map, sorry. Was not expecting.
Oh.
Alright, it's coming. Oh. The group of you are down here. Make you slightly larger. Great. And you see two enemies up ahead. You see friend E1 over here. Nasty little net thrower. And you also notice E2, who is over here. E2 appears to be holding some strange sort of staff.
Okay. I'm afraid. I think I have a plan.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. I have a plan. I'll, I'm gonna extend my hand, right? I have that hand. My mousy hand. You guys, well, you know this because you are my friends. But yeah, he's like a whole hand covered with moss and further up. And can we like, alright, I'll save you all. And red over. And I'll cast Tangle.
Yep. So that's 2 strength saves. Actually, what's the range on Entangle? 20 foot?
Yeah, I think it's. Yeah.
Which one are you casting it on?
Get one. I'll go for the staffy one because
Okay.
that stick is scary.
Yeah. He is restrained. Does that conclude your turn?
And as a bonus action, I'll wait. Is taking out my quarter staff an action or a what is?
Your staff being out is being out. Like, that's just a thing. It's
Okay,
just
yeah.
part of, as it works.
Okay, as a bonus action, you'll see moss start to spread around my around my quarter staff as I cast Shillelagh. I'll move forward a little bit.
Yep. So that is. Nope, not what I'm looking for. Yeah. Sort of here or further forward than that?
A little more to the left. I basically wanna be like a human shield for my. Oh no, right. I don't know the difference because I'm dumb. I basically wanna be a human shield for my friends.
Okay, great.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, Kelaan, you're up.
It's seeing the more imminent danger. At E1, I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay. With the damage, please.
That's 3 dice, right?
Yeah, you rolled it 3 times, yeah.
So that will be 10 damage in total.
Nice.
Noise.
Yeah, as these 3 sort of beads of silvery light enter into the chest of E1, you see that he is severely hurt. Any bonus action for Kelaan?
I think I have any bonus action spells right now.
I don't think you
I
do.
will. Yeah, that'll be all
Okay.
for me.
Seeing this, seeing Dane step forward, E2 will. You notice his hand sort of extends and a whip of thorns comes out of his hand. Dane, that is a 14 to hit you.
That will hit.
Yes, I thought it might. And that is 1d6 damage, and you will move 10 feet closer. So let me just roll the damage. Oh, that's 5 piercing damage, and you will be moved right up to him.
Bro,
Nico.
Personal space, please.
Nico, you're up.
Okay, so I am gonna bonus action rage,
Mm-hmm.
and as I do, my eyes like crackle with lightning, and I'm gonna run on over to E1.
Yep.
I'm gonna slash down with my greatsword if I hit. That's a 14 to hit.
And it's
Great, and then that is 8. That's 10 slashing damage.
okay. Why is it 10?
Oh, God.
Because
of
of
the
rage. Yep. Cool. So as your greatsword comes down, it sort of hits him between the shoulder and the neck and cleaves him all the way down to his opposing hip. E1 is most definitely dead af. And Would you like to move? You have 30-foot movement speed base.
Yeah.
Yes. So you have 10-foot movement speed left.
Yeah, I'll start walking over to E2.
Yep, that's absolutely fine. Sonia, you're up.
Great.
It's a strength
Uh,
check.
Strength. Just a check?
Yep,
Oh,
just a check. You can make an athletics check if you prefer.
I would prefer that. But do I have advantage? Because
You do. Yes, you do. So I'll take a 7 on the dice and a 20, a nat 20 on the dice. Okay, because you got a nat 20, that will take a bonus action instead of an action. So you now have an action.
Nice. Can I get over to E2 and dunk on him?
No. Your short little legs are not going to carry you that far, I'm afraid.
I can't move
That's
that
so
far,
each
huh?
square is 5 foot. So that's
yeah,
a 35-foot walk.
Forget that fool then. Okay, let me see.
Ask someone to throw you.
I know.
No, the only person capable of throwing her has already walked away.
Well, can I use my oath weapon?
Yes, I think that's a one-time use only ever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just forever.
Yeah. And then what do you want to do? Do you want to throw it at him or something?
No, I just want to conjure it and get as close as I can to him.
Yeah. Cool. And he will take his turn. He drops something unusual on the floor that then begins to roll out towards all of you. And then he will attempt to run. 15-foot of movement speed because he's a fat bastard.
Isn't he restrained?
Oh,
Isn't he restrained?
you know you restrained you. Oh, this is Stick Dude, isn't it? I'm sorry, I killed the wrong person. I killed the wrong person earlier. Okay, you're dead. You don't get a turn. Yeah, never mind. I'm taking a turn from dead guy. Corin, you're up.
Yeah. So Sonia's free. I'll move. Do I got a clear line of
Still line of
of them?
sight? Yeah. Is that Dane? Dane, you're not that tall, are you? You could probably like take one step to the left just to make sure you get, you know.
Yeah,
You can't hit
I
him.
don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to actually shoot him in the back. Yeah, I'll take out my crossbow and I'll
Shooty.
shoot. 7 to hit.
That is close, but not quite. I designed this with your low hit chances in mind, but not that low. I'm afraid that misses, Corin. Any bonus action?
I don't have any bonus actions now.
Okay, Maya, you're up.
Corin, you did great.
Maya?
You used
Thanks.
your advantage.
Sorry. No, he didn't have advantage for that. Maya, you're up.
Sorry, I forgot I must muted.
That's okay.
I believe I'll move forward
Mm-hmm. Like all the way forward or just a little bit?
about 15 feet.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I'll try my best to throw one of my daggers at him.
Okay.
Then we roll.
The suspense is killing me.
I know, right?
It's like my dice from last week.
Yeah, 7. This doesn't hit.
It's the
Right.
same as Jay rolled.
It
No, a
was
7
about
does not hit. Any
14.
bonus action for you?
I don't think I have a bonus action.
You should have Bardic Inspiration, but I don't know if you're going to need it. You might want
No,
to
I
save
don't
that.
think we-
No.
Yeah, I don't think we need it.
In that case, Dane, it's your turn.
Hey, James, if it's restrained, everyone has advantage on attack rolls.
Yeah,
I
that's
keep
what
forgetting
was
this thing is...
asking
yeah,
about.
sorry. I keep forgetting this thing is restrained. I thought you killed the restrained guy, because in my head I restrained E1. Yes, you have advantage, May. Sorry. If you'd like to reroll. I should really have given advantage to Corin as well, but we've passed that mark.
I mean, yeah,
That's what I meant.
I'll give it one more
Yeah.
shot.
Daggers do you have?
No, it's the same dagger. It's just, enemy's restrained, so we're going for
Okay, so I rolled once on D&D Beyond and then once in real life, and I hate D&D.
You can roll in real life. Don't roll on D&D Beyond if you don't want to.
Okay,
I only need you to roll on D&D Beyond for initiative. That's the only thing ever.
I know.
Regardless, your 11 will hit.
Yes.
Yay.
Please roll me your damage. Which you can also, just roll with real dice. I'm rolling with real dice. I can't be dealing with that.
And it's 1d4, so I'll just let it roll itself. See, I think that's... Yeah, that's 2.
I mean, it's damage. Kelaan,
Damage.
you're up.
I'll step
Isn't it my
in
turn?
up and to the left.
You-
so
No,
we get a good line of
Kelaan,
sight.
sorry, hold on. Yeah, I said it was Dane's turn, and then obviously I pressed next when my took another attack. Dane, you're up.
I'll try to hit him with my cutter staff.
Okay, this is 5 foot forward, yes, please. Go ahead with advantage.
Maybe 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Take 7 damage.
And that will do it. As you slam your quarterstaff down on its head, you are able to batter it in. He who wanted to be nice to the goblins is really not being very nice right now. As they are,
my friends. I was freaking out. Okay.
yeah, they're both dead. And yeah, as we come to the end of this battle, you will both find yourselves. You will all find yourselves feeling a little, relieved. Apart from fist fights in the street, this would be the first real battle any of you have had, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I tend to just
So,
run away, honestly.
so one by one, I'm going to come to you. Corin, can you roll me your hit die, please?
My hit die. Okay.
You're an artificer, right? So it's probably a D8.
Yes. Let's see. 4.
Why is there a +1 on that? I don't even know how you actually rolled whatever you just rolled, but I just meant a D8. Cool. If you would like to add 3 to your maximum HP, please. As we will be rolling HP here and now. I'm gonna have to change something first. Because for some reason it's given you your base HP as 12 instead of as a bard's. So let me just change your
My
original
base-
rolled HP to 8. Right, so if you now refresh, you should see
Yeah.
yourself with 9 HP.
Yeah, wow, that's really fun. Because I was
Yeah, and if you then want to roll a D8 for me, please. Yeah, but you shouldn't have more HP than the barbarian. That's the problem. Dane, you've got the same issue. So I'll fix yours as well.
I definitely don't have that
4.
issue.
You got a 4 as well?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so if you want to add 4 to your maximum HP, so what you'll see is when you click on your HP, there's a max HP modifier. If you just put the 4 in there, that'd be great. Hey, Derek, welcome in. Dane, I'm going to go and fix your sheet quickly. If you want to refresh in one moment. Let me just click. So that's... Okay, if you want to refresh your page and then roll me a D8, please.
Okay. A 1d8?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that is a 1.
You re-roll that.
Oh,
Yay! That is an 8!
An 8! Great. Add 8 to your max HP.
Nice.
Yay!
And then Nico, a D12, please. You will re-roll a 1 or a 2.
How do I...
That's a 12.
Sorry, okay, so if you click your HP up the top right where it says current max, and then there's a max HP modifier, it appears. If you type the 8 into there,
Oh, yeah.
That will work for you. Sonia,
Thank you.
your hit
Wait,
die
wait.
is a D8 as well. Yes, Josh? You rolled a
You just-
12, yeah?
Yeah, I got 12.
Yeah, so put 12 in your max HP modifier.
I was just saying if you'd actually let me.
No,
That's a lot.
that's what, well, it's how barbarians work. Sonia, a D8?
I got a 6.
6, nice. So that will be added to your max HP. Did I forget anyone? Corallan, did we do you? Yeah, Corallan, go ahead and roll your D6. See if you can get yourself
That's a
to.
reroll.
Yeah, that is a reroll.
That's 2. That's fantastic.
Great.
Rest.
Enjoy your 7 HP while Nico walks around with 26.
Nice.
Standing in the back.
Yeah, play it safe. That's my advice. Cool. Okay. So
I'm gonna request of Mai to grab the dagger out of the goblin that she threw it at, and to cut off both ears of both of the goblins. So
I
4
am
ears.
wanting to retrieve my dagger, so I am going to do that, and I'll cut off the ears in the process.
How
Can
many
I
did you
Or
take the
need?
body of the
20?
Let's
goblin with
go.
the stick?
Yeah.
sorry,
Maybe
I've
that's
got
what
so many people talking at once. Was that Jay said something? I think. Jay, did you say something? Oh,
No.
Salty, did you say something? I know.
I was telling
yeah.
Mai to collect the ears off the
Great.
goblins.
Somebody said something about a 20. Don't know who that was. Tom, what did you say?
I wanted to check the body of the goblin with the weird stick and see if there's anything interesting.
Yeah. So as you have a little look at the stick, as you have a look at the stick, it is a quarterstaff. However, it is a quarterstaff designed for a goblin. So unless Corin wants one, you probably just leave the stick on the floor. As for you, it would be like a really bad club.
Okay. Didn't have any like herbs or anything like that on him.
Nope. He just had a stick. The other one had a net. And that was it. Just a net. You can take the net if you want. It is usable as a weapon. Any one of you may take the net, but unfortunately that is it.
Net.
Okay, and who would be cutting off the ears of these goblins? You mentioned cutting off ears. Who would be doing that?
I'd probably be doing that.
Excellent. As you are cutting off the ears of the dead goblins, you are able to sort of take a look around at your surroundings. You notice that these ruins are being used as a place of inhabitation. People are living here. Probably goblins.
Fuck.
Yeah. Does anybody have any way of regaining HP at this point?
I mean, I can cure wounds.
You do. Yeah. Okay. You have cure
Yeah,
wounds. Did I give you
I
cure?
was gonna say to like everyone who got hit, is everyone alright?
Me
I just
hanging out the
mean
back.
getting hit by a net
Think
was
they
the
might
worst
be
damage.
okay.
An incredibly heavy net.
Yeah.
Guys, we're heroes.
No,
We
I have
won the
healing
fight.
word, yeah.
Healing word. Yeah. Okay. That makes
Yes.
more sense. I was gonna say that doesn't sound right to me.
No, it's just a normal one. You know, cure wounds. Normal
Mhm.
one. But yeah, I have healing word.
Okay.
Sorry, Chess.
Yeah, so at the
Goblins.
moment, what I'll say is probably instead you guys might want to take a short rest, sort of at the front here while you're prepared, and maybe somebody who still has full HP can keep watch.
I have full HP, so I'll keep watch.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll keep on.
Nico and Mike can keep watch, Sonia and who else was hit? Dane, you can take a short rest if you wish.
And me. And Corin.
Oh, and Corin, yeah. Did I hit
Yeah.
you? What did I hit you with? Oh, an
I don't-
acid dart. Yeah, never mind. That was your own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't me. Cool. I was gonna say that didn't happen. However, you do hear Nico and Maya. You do hear the noises of cackling goblins further down in the halls.
I'm going to arcane recovery, my spell slot that I used.
Sure.
He doesn't like the sound. I don't like the sound.
Stay here. I'll go check it out. And I'll
Oh,
want to
man.
go. I no, I don't want to go find them by myself. I just want to get a bit closer to where the stand was to see if I can
Uh-huh.
see them.
Yeah, after a little walk, you are able to find them. And as you sort of look down this narrow corridor, it leads to some stairs that go downstairs. There are 2 floors to this area. Do you want to peek down the stairs, or are you just going to accept that they're downstairs and be done with it?
They're downstairs. Okay, yeah. No, I'll wait for everyone to finish resting, and then I'll let them know.
Okay.
But while they rest, I'm gonna ask May to play some music while I sing "Ye Old Spice Girls."
The old days Spice Girls. Okay, very good.
Alright. I bring out my lyre
favorite
and
is
I
mistletoe.
start to try to play this tune.
Excellent. Yeah, I think Maya also knows the oldie Spice Girls and is able to
Yeah.
play along quite well. What is the aim of this? Are you trying to get the goblins' attention, or
Just passing the time.
oh, just passing the time? Okay, excellent. Well, anyway, after a little while, our good friend Jasper will pop his head in and, hey, you guys okay? Had some battle. Are we good to come in?
Not yet. There are still
No.
some goblins a bit further.
Goblins!
Yes.
Goodness, that's awful. Here, and then he will hand you a singular potion of healing. Just in case.
Wow.
Good luck.
Thank you, Jasper. Prepare to double our pay.
Yes, so I think that's he
That
already
potion
knows that's a
best
given.
come out of our pay.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, and you are able to what do I do? Yeah, you're able to take a rest, and afterwards, Nika will tell you all of the potential goblins down the stairs.
I wanted
Yeah,
to hear
so,
some
like,
of the old Spice Girls.
That's what I was waiting for.
No, we're not going to
Yeah.
have a performance of that. Thank you very much.
you can just assume it was great.
It was
I
I really
fantastic.
wanted to
I
hear
love
Well
her.
Party, actually.
Sorry, what was that, Sophie?
Oh, I said I really actually wanted to hear Well Armed Party performed by our barbarian.
No, thank you. Right, get yourselves together. Because
when,
there are some beasties downstairs.
Yeah, when I tell everyone after they've rested that there's some goblins downstairs, Sonia, do you want to take the front with me again?
All right, everyone feeling good? Let's, yeah,
Ah,
you and me, Nico.
can help on the
let's
front.
go
I
ahead.
can fix things. I can hit things with my stick apparently.
Oh, you just found this out.
Apparently.
Well, as
Yeah.
you are we attempting to sneak down the stairs or just walk?
Oh,
I would say snake is probably
Yeah.
our best option because
Okay.
we
I
don't
Imagine
know
don't
how
those
we
two
get off
gallivanting.
shelter.
I'll take
Yeah.
a group stealth check then, please. So that's everybody roll stealth check in
Luck there, guys.
yeah, and then I will knock off the highest and the lowest and take the average of the rest.
it's gonna be bad.
I got a 9.
Ooh, 18.
If you're rolling off of
Three.
the guys, what do you think I am? A human calculator? If you're rolling off of D&D Beyond, can you tell me your roll, please?
9.
9.
14.
14. Great.
I
Okay,
got a
so-
-1.
yeah, so Sonia's will get ignored, Corin's will get ignored, and our group stealth check average is 3, 3, 9, 14. And that's 29 divided by 4 is 7.
Yeah, I have a -2 to stealth.
I have a
So do I.
-4.
Yeah,
Oh my
brilliant.
God.
So yeah, you just sort of hear this noise down the stairs, and as you arrive down the stairs, pretty much straight away, you see these 4 goblins. There are 3 goblins sat around one slightly fatter goblin. Were you down, boy? Oh, thank you. Yeah, so they're sort of sat around him. And as soon as they hear this clanking, they will get up and prepare themselves for battle. Let's see if my bot is broken still.
Yes, I'm a little scared. I'm gonna do a lot of murder. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Great.
Oh.
And I will ask you to roll initiative, please. This is what we should have had last fight.
So close to it.
Well, that's much worse.
Brilliant, guys.
Unnatural 20.
Bad.
I got
Sick.
a 2.
19?
Just missing Dane's, which isn't... I don't know why it's
11.
not coming through. What else is this? That's really weird. Okay. Yep, I will make sure that I roll to everybody here so you guys can see what happens. And we will start off with E1. Nico, you made your way down first. Who's the missing player? We've only got 5 tokens.
Dane?
Dane.
I think it's me. They're missing me.
Where is it?
All the way to the right. All the way to the right. Like all the
Oh,
way
yeah,
off
I
to the
see,
right.
I see. Thank you. How did that happen? Yep. Nico, you're the closest, so he will attack you. It's a +3 to hit. Because he's going to throw a spear at you. That is an 18 to hit you.
You know that hits me.
I know, but I'm just making sure that you're aware the dice rolled an 18, and that is a 1d6 + 1. That is 5 piercing damage.
Can I reaction rage?
No. Mai, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay. So there's just a little bunch of goblins and their fucking big boy boss.
Yep.
Goblin boss. Cool.
You do notice that next to them are some corpses on the floor.
Yeah, that's not unsettling
Cool,
at
cool,
all. In order to try to escape this, I choose to just disguise myself. Can I do that?
What are you going to disguise yourself as they can see you right now? Like, if you disguise yourself, they're going to see you doing it.
Yeah, you know what?
not
that's fair.
not unless she stands behind a pillar, gets done up, and then walks.
I'm pretty sure they still know they're not stupid. Alright,
They're
I'll
goblins.
Guys, goblins have no object permanence.
5, 10, 15, 20. I guess I'll move up to where Nico's standing and I'll try to just throw my dagger again at E2.
Okay. Yep. I like the way that you're avoiding viciously mocking these things.
I'm not close enough to.
Oh, okay. You don't feel like they're mockable.
Not yet.
Yep. What's the sorry, you're throwing your dagger at E2, did you say?
Yes, E2. So I'm rolling to hit. That is a.
Oh, that dice takes its time, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. 11.
That'll hit.
Fuck yeah, okay. So that's 4. So that's 5 damage.
That's 5 damage.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
So he looks wounded. Orin. Sorry, any bonus action, Mai?
No bonus action.
Corin, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going to reach into my little pouch and pull out like these little firefly trinkets and put a little magic into them and send them flying off toward the group as I cast Fairy Fire.
Yep. There's uno. Dos. Ooh, what's that? Press. Okay, that's an 11, a 10, a 0, and a 20. I'm assuming that the 20 passes and the rest fail?
Yes.
Okay, E2 is not fairy-fired, but the rest are. Any bonus action?
Is there? Let's see. So there's a column, right, in like the lower left.
Yeah, these are pillars. This one here and this one here are pillars. That's a statue, but it's very big. That's a little brazier.
Yeah, I'm gonna go by the pillar to my left just to get some cover.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, does that conclude your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Our little friend E2 is going to run up to you guys. Roll to see which one of you he's going to attack. That is my.
Oh, no.
And that is a 16 plus 4 to hit you. And that's a dirty 20 to hit you.
No, my armor class is 11, so
5 piercing damage.
you got it.
Dane, you're up.
Okay. I'll protect you, I think, and I'll cast Shillelagh again, and you'll see them all again re-expand in my quarterstaff, and I'll get there between them, and I'll try to hit this thing with my stick.
Okay, you are flanking, so you're at advantage.
Oh my god! Thank goodness. 25 to hit it.
That'll
Or
hit.
11 damage.
Yeah, smash it to pieces. Dane is having a brutal day as he just beats up goblins. Yeah, E2 is dead. Does that conclude your turn, Dane?
He's gonna look around and be like, guys, I'm way too good at murder. I don't like this. That's Bane.
Any movement speed? You have some left, so I don't know if you want to move up.
Or yeah, I'll move in front of May. Like right in
Okay.
front of May.
Yeah,
I want to
cool.
be a human shield for May.
It is the turn of E3. E3 is going to ask Dane to make a dex save, please.
Weird question to ask.
I'll only
Weird
do it
jam.
because he said please, and that was pretty nice. I got a 6.
Okay, Black Flame is coats you, and you will take 3 necrotic damage. Think not so sacred flame.
Ow!
Kelaan, you're up. Good God, you're miles away.
I'm going to cast Grease.
What's the range on Grease?
60.
Okay, cool. That's absolutely fine. And the area of effect?
We are going. It's a 10-foot square, so
10 foot square. Yep, so you can get B and E1 if you wish.
yeah, I'm getting B and E1 with
Okay,
it.
and it's a dex save immediately or on their turn?
It's a dex save of 13.
But is it on
Let's
their
see,
turn or immediately?
Yeah, so when it appears, they need a dex save throw to fall prone, and then if they enter the area or end a turn, they also have to succeed again.
Yeah, that's a 17. A 19, sorry, and a 15.
They both succeed on their first.
Sorry, babe. Cool. That concludes your turn.
That does conclude my turn.
Sonia.
Yeah, I'm so far away. I just want to.
Oh, no, you're not actually all the way back there. Sorry, you started next to Nico.
Oh,
so,
good.
yeah. You can get to E1, but not to E3.
Oh, okay. Would I be walking into the grease in that case?
No, you would be standing just outside of it.
Okay.
The grease is on the square E1 is on, and behind it and to its left.
Okay. Well, I would like to attack E1 then with my
5,
warhammer.
10, 15, 20, 25. Yep, that's your movement speed, right?
Perfect.
Yeah, bish bash bosh.
Please. Oh my god. 7.
7.
Bad.
No 7 at advantage, please. They're verified. That was the whole point of verify.
Oh, God
Yep.
bless.
The only one who wasn't verified is dead.
Okay.
There we go. Boom, boom. Shake the room. Go on, smack him down.
Please. Get out of my face. 9 damage.
Yeah. You see here, Sonia finally relieved to be able to hit someone. Just
Finally.
just obliterates E1 with a warhammer. I don't know if that is going to be intact.
Oh yeah, huh? My bad, guys. I got too excited.
But it is sure as hell dead.
And as my bonus action, can I cast Shield of Faith
Yeah, of course you can.
on? I think Dane has like
That's
very low
very
AC.
giving of you, considering where you are right now. But I'll take it. Yeah, on Dane. That's +2 AC.
Because he's getting in there with this
Oh my god, thank
shillelagh.
you.
Okay, now it is the turn of our big dude. He's going to make a dex save. Oof, that's another 15, I'm afraid. He is going to stay in the grease, though, for some reason. Why is he staying in the grease? Because he's stupid, that's why. And he's going to swing with his big stick at Sonia. The first one is... Okay, this dice is broken. I'm going to roll here instead, because this seems nasty. The first one is... Okay, never mind. I'm just destined to roll well. The first one is a 21 to hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
The
barely.
second one is a 10.
That one misses.
Okay, great. So this is a 1d8 +2. That's 6 damage. 6 bludgeoning damage, and that concludes his turn. Nico, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to Big Boss Man.
How much movement speed do you have?
30.
Okay, you're able to walk around out of the grease. That's what I was checking.
Okay, cool.
Yep, and you'll be flanking with Sonia.
I'm gonna what?
You'll be flanking with Sonia, and he's very fired anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action rage,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna slash him about with my greatsword.
Okay, as a reaction, he is going to yank the rope on which E3 is on. And he's going to force E3 to take this attack for him.
What an asshole!
Yeah! He's the boss!
Oh, disrespectful.
Dang.
If that's a 19 to hit.
He can choose to carry the goblin around, giving him a +1 to his AC! Yeah, that hits. That's just fun flavor.
6 slashing damage.
Yeah, that's damage. And does that conclude your turn?
It does.
Okay, that brings us to Mai.
I will step beside Dane and I will use vicious mockery on the big B.
On the big fat dude, okay?
Yeah.
EGB.
Yes.
Or FGB.
Yes, please insult him. And your wisdom save is a 12, is that correct?
I believe so. Let me check.
That's a 10.
Oh.
Give me some vicious damage. You tell him he's a silly fat bastard.
Yes.
Or something,
Call him a fucking donut.
right?
Yeah, that bitch is so fat. You could be a donut.
You could be a donut. I love it. Can I have some damage, please, Mo? What's the damage on that?
Let's see. It's just 1d4.
It's a 1d4, and he has disadvantage on his next attack.
3.
3, nice. That's a good roll on d4. Yeah, okay, and that's the first time you've hit him. He doesn't like that. He couldn't make his little dude protect that. Yeah. Corin, you're up.
Yeah, Corn's gonna pull out his crossbow and fire a shot at him.
Yep. So with advantage, he's very fired.
Yes. Okay.
And has +1 armor because he's holding his goblin pal.
There we go. 19
That'll
to
hit. Yep.
And I do max damage
Ooh,
7.
Hell
Brutal.
yeah.
7 max damage. Oh, because you got a -1, haven't you? Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. Dane Rotsoul, your turn is up.
I'll move up to be next to Sonia, to be close to the big bad guy.
Mm-hmm. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
being
also
close.
doing other things. Yep. Smack
I'll
away.
try to smack him in the belly.
Yep.
Because, you know, that's such a it's so big, I thought, let's hope I don't miss. 2. Oh, not 20!
Holy moly.
A nat 20.
Woo!
Yeah.
Ooh, and the damage is absurdly 20 damage.
20 damage? No. It's... No way. What? Okay, cool. Take it. Yeah, 20 damage. How is that even possible? Boom!
How?
Oh, because it's wisdom based. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, that's the end of him. That is the end of him. And that's another one for Dane.
Damn, Dane.
Okay, as the goblin falls to the floor, it is going to attempt to run away. That will provoke an opportunity attack from Nico. If you wish.
Yeah, that's another 19.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
And that's 6 slashing damage.
Yeah, that will be the end of his life. Fantastic, as you all stand victorious upon the battlefield
That
over
went
your
so much better.
fallen foes.
Does the boss goblin ear count as 2 regular goblin ears?
No, but you do have 6 ears to your name.
Why 6? We've only fought
Yeah,
5.
we took both off of we took both ears off of every single goblin.
Yeah.
No. 1 ear of each goblin. You fought 4 this time, and you fought
We fought
2
4
at the
this
top.
time?
Yep, there were 3 in a boss.
Huh.
You can take both ears, but they will only accept the left ears.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Oh man, I
I'm
thought
going
we were
to
like halfway
inspect
there already.
the pile of corpses.
No, you can take both ears. That's absolutely fine. If you want to inspect the pile of corpses, you will find a couple of things. First of all, there is a whip on the boss man. There is a light crossbow on one of the enemies and a dagger. There is also 6 copper pieces on the boss.
Sonia, maybe you should take something with range.
I think mine might be running out of daggers as well, though. So.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
have
retrieve
terrible
my dagger again.
dexterity.
There's 2 ranged weapons, so...
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure. No, the whip's not ranged in that sense. It's got 10 foot of range, I think.
Still more range than a sword.
I guess.
We'll take the whip. You could maybe take the crossbow.
Regardless, we can,
You mentioned that there were
Take the
other bodies in
crossbow.
this room. Can I go check the other
Was-
bodies?
I was actually talking about the pile of corpses that you referenced to before the fight to the left.
Yep, over
Yeah.
there. Yep, that's absolutely fine. So as you guys go over there and inspect them, you notice that one of them is alive.
What?
Now, what race are these corpses?
They are 2 humans, and a half orc.
Which one's alive?
The
The
human
late one.
in red is alive,
Oh.
and he sort of sputters out. Please don't hurt me anymore.
No, we're here to help you. Hello,
We're not here.
we are Nameless 11. Are you okay? When you're of course not.
11, 1, 2.
Don't try to count now.
Listen,
you're
you're
too weak.
being delirious. You're delirious.
There's
It's just-
definitely 11 of us
He's
here.
seeing like 11 Danes right now in his face, and
James,
yeah.
orcs and goblins are evil in your world. What's the deal with half orcs?
Okay, the half orcs are not evil at all. They're very, very good. They're based in one particular area in Galbania. This one is far, far from home.
Okay, so not cutting off his ear.
Oh god, no. Also, it won't be sellable. It's not the right color. But yeah, he sort of looks up at you and... I want to go home.
We can help you with that. You're okay. You're all right. Do you want? What food do I have in it? Do you want food? Are you hungry?
Is he
Yeah.
like hurt? Bleeding
Very.
out?
Very. He's very, very hurt. You can see here that they've been sort of sliced and diced and cut and poked and
Oh.
bludgeoned.
Okay.
And Not
Oh,
nice.
can actually help. I have a plan. And Dane will take out like a rotten piece of mistletoe from his pouch and he's gonna bury it to the ground. And he's gonna be like, okay, are you ready? Are you ready? I can do this. And he's gonna start to focus on the rotten mistletoe he buried.
He looks panicked. Go on.
I look panicked.
And you see Dane's hands start to shine with greenish energy that also starts to shine from the ground. And from the rotten mistletoe, a little plant that starts to appear with berries as I cast Good Berry.
Okay.
Aw.
Okay, it is. And he's gonna take out like some of the berries from the.
He will
he's gonna
eat.
take
He
out
will
the-
eat one.
Yeah,
This is
that's
something
the
he's seen
flavor.
before. And however, Sonia, as you approach, you notice that he is very wounded. Will you give me a medicine check with advantage?
Yes.
I'll remind you that he regains 1 HP with the berry.
Thank
Then you're gonna
God.
give him all the berries.
Okay, I
Uh,
got 8.
Yeah, let's not overfill him with berries. Yeah, so as you look, a couple of things you notice straight away. First of all, he's got a broken leg. He's not going to be able to walk. Secondly, he's bleeding quite profusely from his right shoulder. You would be able to bandage this slightly, sort of, so that he might be okay. But you would need to make some sort of stretcher for him to carry him out.
I am going to
Stretcher.
tell my team to give me 10 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and I will ritual spell floating disc.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, one maneuverable stretcher. Can I remind you that will only last for 50 minutes before you have to start recasting to make sure that he doesn't get dropped in the middle of it?
Oh, this is just to get him out of the cave.
Okay, right. You're not just going to keep that up?
I only got. I'm out of slots.
Okay. Yeah. What? How can you... you do know that you don't expend a spell slot when casting a ritual spell, right?
News to me. I don't play wizards, man.
That's the whole point of rituals. Yeah. Otherwise, you're just spending 10 minutes casting something you could have taken 5 seconds to cast.
True.
Cool.
Can I also try some?
Yep, just bear with me a second. As he sort of looks at you and... If you can get word to my brother, he will pay you well for the return of me. He's going to visit him. His name's Golorim. He's a bard in the city.
I'm in my head. I'm heavily considering beating him until he dies after his brother insulted me.
No, no, no.
In my head.
Oh, okay. I can't see this then.
And what's your
So
name?
he's from. Oh, sorry.
My name's
He's from our city.
No. He's traveling to your city to visit his brother, Golorim. My name's Kralos. These were my hill brothers, my fine companions. This here is Pedric, and he gestures towards the half-orc, and he sort of pulls himself over on the ground, and he pats him on the chest. I'll miss you, friend. And then he turns over to the other one, who's an older gentleman, an old sort of wizened shield. Miss you, brother. Here was... two men with me for a long time. You need to get out. Please, if you can lift me out here. The goblins are not the biggest problem down. There are drow deep down.
What is the problem?
There are drow deep down in the... these tunnels lead to the Underdark. Shouldn't be here.
We
Yeah.
won't leave you.
I'm going to
No,
ask him.
he's on a disc. Yes, go on, Salty.
I'm gonna ask him how much of that fight he saw.
Wait, what fight? The one that laid us low?
The one between us and the goblins.
Oh, goblins? Yeah. For a bit.
I'm gonna
You're right
ask
for
him if he
yourselves.
can. I'm gonna see if he can, tell his brother, about how we heroically saved him, and
I think right now he's kind of busy worrying about possibly bleeding out and dying and doesn't really care for your heroics. He just wants to live.
fair enough.
Nico or
Okay.
somebody strong. Can you maybe help me with these
He's-
bodies? I mean, we should at
You guys
least
can
get
just
them a
pick him
proper
up and
burial.
put him on top of the disc for me.
Yeah, that's no problem.
The disc will be able to carry all three. So
Okay,
you will be able to
fine.
carry out the two
Alright.
bodies of his comrades so they can get their proper burial, as Dane said.
That's a bit morbid, James.
Well,
He's
that's-
going to be lying on top of his two dead.
No, it's wide enough that you can lay them side by side.
Oh,
He's been laid by the side of his dead friends for like 24
Is he
hours.
face to face with them, just staring into that cold, dead eye.
I don't know, and I'm not going to pay any attention to whether they are or not. But yes, you are able to make your way back up to the top of the ruins, out to where Jasper and the crew are waiting to excavate.
oh. I think we would tell him
Yeah,
what,
once you get
what he said.
Go ahead.
tell him that there are
They don't wanna-
drows.
Sorry, go
Yeah,
on,
they
go
don't
on,
want to be
McKenna.
excavating in here if it leads to Drow and the Underdark. So I would tell them everything that.
Drow, that's terrifying. Oh, we'll have to strike this one off our list. What a tragedy! And you went through all of that for. And who is this? You found others?
The only
He
survivor,
was the only
unfortunately.
survivor.
Yeah. Yes. And he hands you a pouch with payment in it.
Yay.
And as you take a quick look in, there are just 2 gold pieces in there.
Ooh.
He is very, very grateful that you risked your lives and possibly nearly got killed by Drow. And he gestures towards Golarim and sort of and the floating disc and to one of the carts where you can get the different bodies onto a cart each. To one of their carts, and Jasper turns to the group. Wasted trip, guys. We can't risk letting Drow. But our comrades here have bravely fought off some goblins. Saved us the possible surprise attack while we were excavating. We owe them our lives. Thank you. And on that note, as you are going to head back to town, I would assume, I will take a short break. Be back soon.
Okay.
Welcome back to our first session of Darkness over Kelaan. So, having managed to rescue the 2 corpses and the 1 not corpse, and you're also able to tell the excavationists that you would not be, that they should not be excavating here due to the Drow presence. Please, as we are headed back, can I have... I think we're going to put Dane as Watcher, just on the basis that his passive perception is 6 higher than mine. Dane, can I have a perception roll, please?
Okay, let's try this perception roll. 15.
Sorry, what was the number?
15.
15.
1 5.
Yeah, cool. In that case, I'll take a D100, please.
And should I roll it? Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. A D100?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that cannot be rolled. Oh, here it is. A D100. Boom. 58.
Cool. So as you look down the road, you notice that the coast is fairly clear, and you are able to continue on down the road. You do, however, notice that at the side of the road are some unusual herbs, that perhaps you might be able to use in cooking.
What about tea?
Ooh, I'll go
No, they're
extract
definitely
them
for
with my
cooking.
herbalism.
So with an
So,
herbalism
I
kit,
should
I
use
will
my
take
herbalism.
a dex check with your proficiency modifier, please.
Check with my proficiency modifier, so that'd be +1. Okay. I'll just roll one D20 and add 1.
It can't only be 1.
Ooh.
Oh, is your dex modifier -1?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Yep. Okay. You are able to get 2 pieces of basil. I would assume that you probably hand these over to our resident chef. So Mai, if you want to add 2 basil, basil or basil or however you guys want to pronounce it
Basil?
as Americans. And
Basil?
your camera's doing something very exciting.
You're
Is
more
your-
city than
Yeah,
Hannah.
you went invisible for a second. Then she just blends into the background. Yeah, no. At this point, you guys are able to continue on down the road, and it's not long before you guys come upon Galvinia. And as you arrive at Galvinia, one of the guards calls out, "They've got bodies on the cart. Get down there!" And 2 priests will come down. These are priests of Maithrandir. And Maithrandir is sort of a god of light and laughter. Life and light is what I was looking for. Light and life. God, why would anybody make a god of light and life? What were they thinking? I just said type it. Sorry. Anyway. And they come down and immediately they see the 2 corpses are corpses. But they notice that Galarim's brother is there, and he's sort of what you call nameless, right? I'll tell my brother about you.
11.
11.
Thank you. He ignores the 11 completely, as there's only 6 of you. He's just like your DM. Stubborn. Regardless, yes. He will tell them, and as you get yourselves back into the city, the gentleman Jasper says, "Hey, I wanted to go and give my thanks. I wanted to give you my thanks. Sorry. Again, I will report your brave deeds to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you." He will head there. He suggests that you go with him, but that is entirely up to you.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Yeah.
Cool.
We gotta get the story right. He wasn't there.
Go.
Well, bear in mind, you can turn in goblin ears singly. You don't have to turn them in as the full 20. It's just the 20 is the full bounty.
Well, let's do that too. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you arrive into the Adventurers Guild, you see that there's a woman behind the desk now. She's incredibly busty. She's wearing a breastplate that makes her look so. So maybe she doesn't have huge cleavage, but she certainly does while in this breastplate. She has sort of a large gladius at her side. Her hair's pulled up quite tightly and is dark red, and she's got half elven ears. And she sort of looks over at you and, "Well, yeah, see you, troop of some kind. Oh, Jasper, good to see you. How are you doing?" Jasper looks up and we need to take that job down, I'm afraid. This is the group that came and helped us guard us in the ruins, but unfortunately there was a drow presence in the ruins. We had to leave. Galarim's brother was found, almost dead. 2 of his comrades. But this group, they fought off goblins bravely and informed us before we got into any further trouble. She turns around. "Is that so? Well. Goblins, you say? And do you have ears?"
Yes, we do. I reach into my backpack and I pull them out for her.
Okay. So there'll be a total of 12 ears. And she will give you a silver per 2. So you can take the 6 silver now, or you can wait till you've got 20 for 15 gold pieces.
What do we want to do, guys?
I'm thinking that this larger lump sum of money is probably the right idea for us.
That
I know
seems like
a lot
much
of you guys
bigger-
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can't count. However,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Larger
Big
sum is better.
number. Big number better than little number.
Yes, big number better. than
Okay.
little.
So
I'm
you've
writing
got
this
12.
down.
And she, what she'll do is she'll say to you, "Well, I'll make a note, and if you can return with 8 more, then we'll give you the 15 gold."
Yes.
That sounds good.
And your
The
company
bigger you
name?
write the number, the better.
The Nameless 11.
The Nameless 11.
He looks at you. 11?
It's on a need-to-know basis. You do not need to know.
That's privileged information.
It's an homage to our dead friends over there. And
I would make it fake, and then the
Yeah, there's
three
only two
are a
of them.
mystery, never to be solved again.
and my floating disc,
Wait,
my
you guys
desk,
knew that?
and the donkey.
Oh
It's
yeah,
11.
that right.
Nameless 11. Very well.
Yes.
Please ignore our grease wizard.
And she writes it down. Well, I do have some work for a budding adventurer crew. Looking for something that to do.
And we do have to live in 5 days.
5 days, you say? That's up to you. If, in the meantime, you can find out what's going on in the sewers. Not only will the pay be good, but the gratitude of the Lord will be very great. You see, the rat catchers in the sewers have gone missing.
I think we could find them.
Yeah.
This is leading to a large overinfestation of rats in the sewers, which could soon lead to a plague. Is most important. Not
We
a job
shall
to be
slay
taken
the
lightly. Well, you can put down any rats you see, but that is not the main purpose of the quest. It is to find out what happened to the rat catchers. Please bear in mind, this job has been given to all of our adventurers' troops, and only the troop that returns first will be paid.
We can probably do it tomorrow.
We should get on that.
Do it. We should get on that.
Now.
When were these rat catchers last seen?
Well, the most recent rat catcher to disappear was Barris. Barris disappeared 2 days ago. We haven't heard from him since. His older brother disappeared about 4 days ago. And that was Lance. And then there was Larry and Corvin. They didn't turn up for work almost a week ago now. But again, we're sort of that must have been 6-7 days ago. Yeah, that's when we first started noticing the problem. There were a couple that went missing before that, but I don't have exact dates for those. As they were we assumed that they took off out of town or headed to help elsewhere or took another job. It wasn't until Barris disappeared. He went missing looking for his brother, Lance. That was when we realized we had a serious problem on our. Yeah, and he will present you with a large iron key. That'll get you down to the sewers. There are entrances at either of the main gates. You'll need to go out the gate, and then the entrance to the sewers is just outside. There is also an entrance through the keep proper, but come to me if you've explored the regular sewers first, and we'll let you in that way. Wish you the best of luck, adventurers.
I'm gonna turn to the party. Maybe before we go into the sewers, we should get into a change of clothing.
Into our sewer clothes.
Are we going today?
Yeah, that could be a good idea.
We should probably go to bed first.
We should probably rest.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
It's
I'm
also about
exhausted
9:30
by
in the
the
evening. So please do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also need cheese
Cheese.
for tomorrow. For tomorrow before leaving for the stores. Then we'll
Oh.
get some cheese from somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, you can add that to your inventory. Just go ahead and I think cheese is on D&D Beyond. Go ahead and add cheese ×1, and we will end our session there on a long rest, where you guys may rest peacefully in your beds and return the following day. So in tradition, we will come to our MVPs. But before we do, I would like to give out some gifts. As a reward for the wonderful acronym of the Adventure Guild, when asked what the bright points of the group were, Nico decided to spell out adventure in an acronym. You may take.
I think my favorite one is U for. You know what?
Yeah, great. Yeah, you know what? You are great is what you went for. Yep. So that is a point in charisma. Congratulations. And a point in deception to go with it. Oh. Dane, first of all, DM inspiration. You may take that straight away. And this was for the wet food remark in the tavern. Absolutely loved it. That was brilliant. I just thought, yeah, you made me chuckle, so I'll take that one. And also for slaying many enemies violently today, 1 point in strength. To Sonia, for bandaging up our poor little friend. You may take a point in medicine. And a point in constitution for nearly dying. Congratulations.
Yeah.
It was a close call.
Net. It was just a net.
Exactly. It was the most brutal of slayings. It was a crit net, but yes, it was a net. To Mai, a point in wisdom and subsequently a point in perception. Because if you're going to be the group watcher, for goodness sake, stop staring at butterflies. For your 0 perception check. So that's a wisdom and a perception.
Yes. One up in wisdom.
Yep,
And
one in perception. Yep. To Corin for your expert knowledge of traps and your inability to remove them. A point in dexterity. That was most pleasing. And to Corallan, a point in charisma for your swift talking, getting Dane to not tell them that we weren't there for the quest, so that you got your wood carving supplies delivery. And a couple of other swift talking moments as well. Where you secured yourselves some things that you wouldn't otherwise have got from some quick talking. And I will come to Josh for an MVP.
Okay, so I have two. My first one was when you were saying that orcs are evil, but half orcs aren't. I look at Jay's camera and he's like, puts his weapon away. And the other one is for we get into a second combat, and Hannah's like, "Can I disguise myself in this?"
That was mine. That was mine. It was beautiful. Yeah, I'll give you that. Who did I go to next for names? Oscar.
I would say my MVP goes to Hannah for having no weapons whatsoever to use, thus throwing daggers and only daggers
Yes.
before using
the
vicious
damage.
mockery.
Yeah, well, the dagger does more damage. Nope, I'll give you that. Michaela?
I will give mine to Dane and his incredibly powerful mossy stick that obliterated that last goblin for 20 damage. I'm still not sure how that happened.
Me neither. I had not prepared for 20 damage from one player at all. It was brilliant. To Jay?
I'd say to Dane for really pushing the whole friendship thing at the beginning.
Yep.
And then continuing to just murder.
Yeah, should we make friends with the goblins? Bash, bash, bash! Yeah, that got me. Anna?
I would probably also give my MP to Dane, but because of the fact of how bravely he ate the sock.
The brave eating of the sock. Yep, I'll give you that.
He was just like, this is you.
Yep, and to Dane, your MVP. Sorry, to Tom, your MVP.
It has to be the grease spell.
The grease spell. That did not much.
God, it was so useful.
Well, you lubricated your enemies.
My MVP. Because of how powerful it was.
Yep. So for my MVP, the fact that you took both ears, did not consider that when writing. Loved that. You made your quest a whole lot easier. The idea of like, oh, I don't want to take ears, like we need a separate bag for these, all of that. As soon as the goblins died, there was no question. We cut off the ears, want the money. That was just like the complete turning point. And joining the circus. Yeah. I just wow. That it may well be the rest of the campaign following the circus round. Guarding them. I'm search for some sort of thrilling plot hook on that. But in the meantime, no. Most of all, my MVP goes to finally having our first session. to how fleshed out and sort of interesting all of your characters are. And just, yeah, to actually have made it to the session and get going. So, very happy about that. You will not level up, but you did, of course, get your rolled HP and your extra attribute points. So, that's something, right? Yeah, so we shall return next week. Same time, same place. 4 p.m. EST. No, that's rubbish. 4 p.m. UTC. 11 a.m. EST. And yeah, if you guys would like to say goodbye.
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 Bye.
Goodbye,
We shall see you soon.
Bye.